Hello, Gino.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm in the wrong room.
No, you're not.
You. Oh yeah, we are on the country circle.
Oh, are we? Oh shit! I just followed. I just followed you guys.
Just Zubed for 12 mods.
Since Plague's not here, Gino, you're not promoted.
Wait, Plague's not here?
Plague's... No, he'll be here. But you know.
Well, it's too late now.
You're the interim caster. No, he's in the lobby, mate.
Oh, we see what you're saying.
Not joining the chat.
Noted. Did you watch the turkey?
I did, mate.
Against Georgia.
It stopped me doing my work for quite a while, I must say. But
what a cracker!
That was a really, really good game.
What a cracker! Gino, what'd you make of it?
That's the sort of shit that makes me, you know, like
it was a good display, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the World Cup because you get a lot more of those like random ass fixtures, where it's just like bloke versus bloke. Even though Turkey's like pretty good side, they're still like still got that sort of like
blokeness.
Yes. They're just lads. It's like, you know, they're just passionate about the game.
They love it.
Well, we've got to execute Operation 42, and then if we split the line at the 7th interval, then I'm sure we can break down the opposition into a 4% advantage. It's not like that. It's just fucking just have a go, mate. Just have a go.
Really, and you know what? I feel like their fans are super into it. The players look as passionate as the fans, and I just think if you're representing a country with essentially the only expectation is let's just see how we do, and the better we do, the prouder we'll be, rather than the piling on the disappointment and the misery.
The top teams, it's just you know, I take joy in watching my country, but at the same time, it's mostly down because
very depressing.
when you do well, you're like expected, or even if you win, you're like we were still shit.
Yeah.
And then when you lose, you're like, well, this is the worst the country's ever been. It's very easy to get, and this is why typically, you know, these fucking Man U fans are miserable all the time because they're too used to it. I know, exactly, but they're too used to having their cushy little time.
Yeah.
Sitting at the top. Being a fan of a low tier, not that low, but
they're 72nd in the world, I think, Georgia.
Oh no, I was talking about club football.
Oh,
I was going to say being a fan of a kind of a lower league team makes you a bit immune to the we're just shit.
Exactly.
We are just shit, and that's just how it's going to be.
Why not? The Protogen says, hey, I don't know if you care, but someone is impersonating you on Discord. There are loads of people get impersonated on Discord. It happens to everybody. I don't know why they would pick me. Yeah, Plague has been impersonated. It's There's not, sadly, the Discord lacks the security measure.
Well, yeah, somehow.
I like that both my mid heroes have been picked.
I've been loving these.
We just need to lock in Alchemist, and then I've added Phoenix to the roster from recently.
Oh, for God's sake! Seriously, Phoenix?
Well, it was just a game where Lion and Alchemist was banned, and I personally don't play which.
Hero's very good, Plague.
Oh God, I'm sure it is. I'll believe in it. I believe in it.
No need to be a hater, mate.
You had some crazy games yesterday, but Ted.
Oh yeah. What's going on? Yeah, pretty nuts. You mean in the evening games?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, some fucking crackers. But my strats, quite often, I feel like I've done alright and we've won the game, and then I look and it's like, -15. I'm like, oh shit. Alright.
You're a big feeder. But you get in there, you know, you're fucking always in.
Gotta get in.
And that means there's space on the back side.
I suffer on the strat skills as well, because I'm just you know, get my body in there, think about what happens later.
10 seconds
but
the way
Gibson's
I see it,
Gibson's always scoring high on the strats because he knows
he's a coward.
How to score high on the strats. He's effectively
a coward. There'll be a fight and you turn around and he's full health, full mana, and he just didn't fancy it. Which is undoubtedly a much smarter approach.
This scoreline will be great for you, 10. I had a Lion game 4 games ago.
Yeah.
My strat score was -3. I went 30 and 15.
Amazing. And the game's like, strats is that was not a particularly optimal performance. Fuck off. That's as optimal as it gets.
dying
It's
15
just-
times. You know, I never feed too much gold because I don't build up the cash.
It's as psychopathic as it gets, and that is the way Ashton plays. It's the psycho doc spilling over into other personalities. But I don't know how Psycho Phoenix can work. That's the problem. How do you fucking kill and feed with Phoenix?
I built like double. I didn't look at any builds. I built double bracer, null,
10 seconds
treads, and then it might have been. I don't think it was hard.
Mate, I tell you what,
Something else.
the harpoon online is so fucking hilarious.
I haven't really
It's
tried it
so
out
funny,
because
mate.
I've
It's
got-
such a laugh.
I just didn't think it would be that useful. Just
It's
for
amazing.
Another 2 attack.
No, it's amazing. Because the thing is, as your stacks start to mount up, you're punching for like 800 a punch. So if you get on top of someone, you're like, bap, bap, like you just nuke them and you get a crit later on. They don't stand a chance. Can't believe
I think it
Ronaldo
would be
has
the
been...
equivalent of your Shadow Blade, Ashwin. Something that just gets you in a bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade it's definitely situational. I wouldn't build it every game. I love Candor. Candor is my personal goat because you need the crit. You really do.
I go for the Poon, the BKB, and then I'll get
BKB
a
is
crit
key,
if I
yeah.
need. But you got to get in there and give them a walloping.
If I've got nothing else to build apart from just normal items, it was going to be Treads, Ags, Blink, BKB, Candor, and then Rogue attack speed.
Yeah.
I went double bracer, null, treads, radiance, heart.
Snootkin just Zubed for 48 mons,
Refresher?
4 years.
I can't remember which
Jeez.
one I did it. I didn't think it was very good though. Something was not that impressive. I did deal the most damage, but I wasn't like crushing it.
Yeah, I get you.
I noticed that why not the Protogen, who's come to tell me that someone's impersonating me, that was their first time chat and they did not say anything since. I've seen this a few times.
Just
But
a
a good
comparison,
citizen.
mate.
Right, but
Yeah.
that means that they either they got a message from someone and they recognized the name enough to think, oh, PFlax, I've heard that name. And then realizing, oh, this is clearly not him. I'll go tell him, right? But they've never watched the Twitch channel, which means that essentially it's implying that they knew of me, but they had never, ever, ever thought to stop by and watch the channel, or that they've watched it and never spoken, or that they had never heard of me, in which case, how do they know that someone was impersonating me? Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you think they're the impersonator themselves?
I'm
Do you
just
think they're
saying
here
that
for the
there is a
attention?
hint of suspicion there.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just odd.
Well, you think he's the one?
No, I'm just saying I've seen almost that exact same message, word for
I
word, multiple times, and it's always first-time chatter. And I just think, why have they done that? It just seems a bit odd.
I did see a hilarious chat conversation the other day, not in your stream. It was in Hoxie's, I think. And someone came in there and said, I think they were just
Select your hero.
chatting about you polite. They were being nice. Hoxie was being very nice. And then someone came and said, "Yeah, I'm banned in Ted's Twitch." And I was like, "Oh, hello, what's this?" They said, "Yeah, I just did like a little waving emoji, and I got banned." I was like, "What's this?" They said, "But I was playing against him." I was like, "Oh, you fucking bastard!"
Idiot.
And then the final revelation was, and I was crushing him with Meepo. I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know that Hoxie chat turned on him like fucking.
I bet they did.
Damn right.
Wait, I have to mute
I say
my
one-
Dota.
That's my personal opinion. Give him the VIP.
Vip and mod. Okay, and we put that, and then we do that, and then we click.
You know, we should organise a sort of Suicide Squad stack. Just bring back some of the legends over the years that have been banned, get them for one little game.
But how does the Suicide Squad succeed? Who is it? Like Overthrow, the one that
I
wins
see,
gets
yeah.
unbanned.
Well, they've
Or
got
maybe
to
the one that
defeat
wins
another-
stays
they've got
banned
to
and
defeat
stays
another
away.
evil. Like they've got to beat Butch Joe or something like that.
We're taking down the Bush Joe stack. You're the only ones for the job. I'm staggered that Ronaldo is still playing and still, I guess, a threat. He just barely moves. He's just there for free kicks, penalties, and the fact that if you get the ball to him, he's probably going to stick it away.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a rare gift.
It's very similar, and even for a long time.
Yeah.
He like most of the game, 75% of the game, he's just walking about, finding a gap, and then he'll just run at someone and do it.
Can you guys see the Jito stream on stream?
Oh, I haven't loaded. I was just gonna stare at nothing and chat.
That's good. Everything good, chat?
Who is Tim?
Yes, but no audio. Okay, hold on.
Oh, that's TBM, not Tim.
That's TBM.
It's a Bonnie Joy Pudge, by the way. I don't know if we'd registered that.
Oh!
Here comes Pog Daddy. Just claims that and
That
then
is
fucks
bold.
off. He's gonna miss his jump on Monkey King. Brilliant.
I think. Oh, it's a good song.
That's a nice little stun. The bongo bend is coming through. Wait, did he get? I think he didn't get.
He's got a headhunter. He doesn't know about the new professional strap.
Pretty cool.
I have won so many lanes with that shit.
Oh, it's absurd.
I mean, they're gonna patch it out pretty soon.
Do you know the funny thing, playing? If I was playing mid-rich Doctor, I still would probably take Headhunter.
I think Headhunter's fine because it helps you farm better, like more mana efficiently than the W does.
It's crazy at farming. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm
It's
like
very
faster
good,
than
yeah.
farming with a Battle Fury a lot of the time.
You take
Yeah.
the creeps die very, very quickly with the bongos, but I just think the Festeration is so strong. Like I think I played it I think 5 times, something like that, and we did lose a lane one time, but that I can't remember what it was. I think it was something weird, like people have just been dodging it and just tri-laning. Like they'll just go tri-lane the other lanes.
Well, it's like, you know, when you'd run into like an Undying or something, your 2 melee heroes.
Right.
And you just have to start doing wacky shit with creep waves. You've got to drag stuff all over the place. That's the only way to play it. If you just try and fight it,
You're fucked. Yeah.
you're fucked. They'll remove
Madge is going. Remarkably, he's going Echo Saber first.
Hell yeah.
But he doesn't. He's going Echo Saber first.
Enrique Shockwave-Tireba Justre Zubed for
I do
32
not
months.
like that.
Praise Garrett.
I do not like.
This
Praise
is-
Garrett.
This is some of the problem with the goons is that they'll listen to half the story and then just go with it. They've
I think
completely
the
messed
thing is,
it
Madge
up.
is the kind of guy who comes up with his own way of
His
doing
own
things.
slate,
Yeah.
his own
He's
slate.
a
not a
Dagon
listener.
bristleback builder, that sort of stuff.
He's not a listener. We were playing.
Also
I
get
think
brace instead of
it
jump.
was yesterday or the day before. I was in a goon stack with. I think it was like a mod stack. It was Cheeto, Zoe, me, Madge, and
Oh yeah, that was Monday.
David. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hello.
Bonnie Joy.
And it was like, it was not a great game, in all honesty. We kind of fucked up a bit. But there was a distinct lack of listening from the goons.
Yeah. Well, David is a talker as well.
He's a
My
talker.
God, does he chat.
The lad's
He
got
chats a
big
lot.
ideas. I said to him, I want you to stop thinking, David. You're dangerous when you think. He's like,
Oh, another hook.
oh shit. Gino!
It's
Like, there'll be things like, he will not do something. And you'll be like he didn't ult. I think it was their pos 3 or something. And we're all walking around, we're waiting for David to do things. He's like, oh, well, I didn't think, blah. And I was like,
it's the
third
classic
case.
Axel and Hoz. There's always something they can come up with on the spot that's
Yeah, but
just absolute rubbish.
Don't stop thinking. Just cast your spells. Like, I would like an unthinking, plods around and casts his spells David, not the, I'm going to theory craft this in my spare moment here. Just fucking cast your spells. Like, you're garbage. Your builds are always garbage. Your theories about Dota are even worse than mine. Don't think. Don't think.
One
Just
choice.
play the most basic
bit fresh
Dota you
here.
can. You'll get a lot further ahead that way. He
it's
dead.
a tight mid lane here. He's going to
He's
get him.
got him.
Miss up high ground?
Oh, he got him.
He's got him now.
Match.
This is why you got to get the level
Did
3
Pudge-
meat shield.
What's Pudge skilled?
2-1-0 right now.
He didn't have any flash.
Didn't have the level 3 meat shield. No, that's a big boo boo.
Interesting.
Like, David's a lovely lad, but he's very new to the game, and I feel like quite a few goons get it into their head that they can theory craft somehow. You know what I mean? That they can come up with ideas about the game, that a build that worked for them in their Herald game is still viable. Just don't. Just listen. Listen to Ashwin and Plague. Watch what the pros are doing. The Discord stream is frozen for me. Anyone else?
Yeah.
There it is.
No, it's fixed.
Whoa! We're getting it's pretty bitty. Whoa, there we go. We're better.
I don't know if we've mentioned this, by the way. It's a +1 ogre.
Yeah, it sure as heck is. It is Robertus. It is Robertus. I believe we said maybe Eri was AFK, either literally or in the brain. That Robertus was.
No, it was Duck T.
I thought it was Robertus was also banned to non-core. Am I wrong?
I only remember Duck T.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't keep
I feel
track.
like I've said Robertus is.
I mean, as long as it's in a Bonnie Joy game, I don't care.
I don't know what he was banned from. Maybe it was like kids' parties or something. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I think that I seem to remember Robertus as a mean Rubik pos force.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nutkin says Robertus is a shitcore player. Not in these games. I've definitely seen him do well in these games, I'm sure.
I do think it's kind of funny that we may have maybe said to a really good support player, you have to play core. Can we do that to Winston?
We should
Can we tell
do
Winston you have to play
that
pos
might have
one?
been the case. I don't know.
Oh, they're kicking ass here. This is
There are
getting...
definitely some very suspicious players.
It's getting ugly.
When it comes to only playing support well. I mean, that's most of the goons, really.
It's getting
I
ugly.
say playing support well is. It's a big time.
Roberto Martinez is the coach of Portugal. They don't have a Portuguese coach? That is one bold heed. Okay, now he's bold.
He's had a shiny old. He's got a bit of a tic tac head going. Honestly, I haven't heard of what Roberto Martinez has been doing. I think he managed Belgium for a bit.
Yeah, no, he did.
I just remember him at fucking Wigan. Oh, was it Wigan? Can't remember who he was managing. Where he survived like 4 seasons in a row.
With Wigan, yeah.
Yeah.
Won the FA Cup, didn't he, against Man City? With Wigan, I want to say.
I can't remember. That sounds right.
When did a top European nation field a 41-year-old outfield player?
Top European nation?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, Buffon was quite old.
So he's not outfield.
That's out. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, yeah, not out.
Lothar
shit.
Matthäus was 40 at Euro 2000. So I think Lothar Matthäus, he's a German sweeper.
Right.
He's an amazing player in his heyday. Complete prick, but yeah. This is some rotation.
Well, he knows he's been crushed in lane. So
He's been destroyed.
He's fucking off with his 3-2-0 build, trying to make things happen, and it's really not working.
So Pepe, who's a complete penis, is 41. Is he?
Wow.
Is he playing as well? He can't be playing. So Portugal must have, on average, one of the oldest teams.
I guess so.
Is Pepe playing for
I mean,
Portugal in this game?
I don't know. Mate. Oh, shit, I haven't put it on.
Suchek. Our man's been eaten. I think he absolutely punches the fuck out of him here.
If he had a point in E, he'd have won that. No. 1 point in meat shield and he gets the victory.
I can't see a big old bald head. So...
That's that is if you look at the Portuguese coach, Martinez is incredibly bold.
Yeah, no,
Just wait, they'll do a shot of him in a sec. It's so bold, and it's raining, so it's unbelievably wet. Right, so again, Roger Miller with an A, not ER. Not from a European nation. That was the question.
Who came up with the question? Was this something you...
My mate.
Ah.
On our WhatsApp group.
So he is. There is bald little head.
The Bournemouth Boot Boys.
Fair enough to Pepe. I don't even know any young Portuguese players at the moment.
Young up-and-comer called Cristiano Ronaldo.
A lot of nothing has happened so far.
Yeah,
they
that's
do
just
kill
shit.
Banan.
Oh my
Hook
God.
off the mark. Big
Oh, the
weapon,
stun
and he
is
gets
good.
stunned. Nice stun. Oh, got the tree. Oh,
Right, they haven't worked it out by now. There is a ward on the fucking.
Maldini. That's a good point. How old was Maldini when he last played for Italy? At a tournament.
oh. Ronaldo's gonna be furious. Shocking. I'm just watching the football now. This is toxic.
Maldini retired from international football age 34, so
No,
a ludicrous answer. Darren Anderton did have the body of a 60-year-old. He played for Bournemouth. He was good for us. Who's Rafa Leao, and did he play for European team? God, Pepe looks like a prisoner in a Turkish prison.
This is actually the joke of like, oh, I'm 33, I'm feeling pretty good, got all my life ahead of me, and then the sports commentator says, the oldest player in the league coming on now, 32 years old, can barely drag his decrepit body onto the field.
Little trouble here for Lena.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Mad Larkin, for the clip. This is over. Over!
It's looking a bit
Sadly,
tough,
we're going to have to
but
sit
yeah,
here
it's
for
not
some
looking great.
time.
I was about to say, it's a Bonnie Joy game, so...
Who put this lobby together? Eri?
Actually Eri this time.
Ari.
Actually Eri. He's back.
In my defense, these are the players they chose and wanted to play with.
I do think Bonnie Joy has just chosen all his mates who are all shit at the game, so...
Yeah, no. We could blame Bonnie for this one. Cut Eri some slack this week. I don't want another message from Credo telling me off.
Do people in the UK know Franz Beckenbauer? He is a legend in Germany. Yes, we do. Oh, was that a little... We can see the toast because we're watching your Discord stream, Gino.
Yeah, this isn't as brilliant because normally this would pop up in game.
It's sad, right? I know. No one watching in Dota TV. Good riddance to them.
Yeah.
Oh, you've missed another kill, Gino. Up pops the box. Don't sad face me. Get rid of these toasts.
If you want to tell Ted to
toast.
fuck off,
Show
Gino, you
that
can
toast.
unmute and do it. You can unmute and do it.
Can you add a little hero picture next time? Lena going ATOS first. This is ridiculous.
This is a support leaner, so struggling.
Yeah, we know who
Beckenbauer
Franz
is exactly
Beckenbauer
niche.
was. The assassination of Franz Beckenbauer started the First World War.
He's not exactly. He's like a third tier footballer. Right, they got a kill, and they're gonna get another. Big comeback. Big comeback.
That's actually a lot of money. That was a godlike streak at 12 minutes, by the way, for the ogre. That's a lot of cash. There he is. There's Bonnie Joy. Type it up. Woo!
I may be a little quieter than usual because I'm in significant pain.
What have you done?
Went to the dentist.
What did they do to you?
Fillings.
How many?
5.
5?
5.
What the hell have you been doing?
Hadn't been since pre-COVID.
Oh shit! What, it's been
Yeah.
like 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
It's just
enough.
one of those things that just got out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I get it. I don't. I think there was a stage in my life I didn't have a dentist appointment for like a good 7 years or something like that. You know.
Yeah. The other problem is it wasn't just fillings. There was also like it was actually, to be fair, it was 3 fillings and 2 cracked teeth. So the cracked teeth had to be rebuilt partially. So they had to like put this sort of stuff on and harden it with... Oh shit! Nice catch, Vertsag! Like, you had to make this composite up, and they had to, like, cut part of the tooth off to make it flat, and then he, like, puts it into place. Then they shine a UV light at it to solidify.
You gotta set the filling.
Yeah, and then they go with a buffer, sort of, to shape it. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah. It's all very fancy these days.
Yeah, it was very snazzy.
It's all very fancy these days.
Not like in my day.
No,
Crowbar and a
6
fucking
months.
shovel.
I'm a very consistent dentist enjoyer.
No, I am now too.
I'm good. That's it for me. I'm going
I'm
dentist.
I'm a bi-yearly.
Yeah. Every 6 months. Same dentist since I
every
was
6
about
months
3.
with the hygienist.
Yep.
And I have once every year with the big Don.
So I'm going to do
good job.
dentist every year, hygienist every half year. So
yeah, that's solid, mate.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh, they're gonna get him! Yes!
Give him the cue. Give him the cue.
Yeah!
This is how you win. Slowly. Imperceptibly.
By doing so poorly that the enemy think they're really far ahead and start doing stupid things.
Exactly. It only took 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think once they're doing one, it's about the same.
It only took 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well,
I guess the first thing they need to do is clean everything out in there, make sure it's all spick and span.
So it was.
Just start slamming them in.
I sat down and he had the needle practically in his hand, ready to start numbing. He was like, "Right, lie down. Off we go," and we just got on with it. And he 4 injections, which fucking sucked. And then they did one side, no problem. And then he's doing the other side, and it was just not quite enough because they were going quite deep on the tooth. And it was like I'd had an electric shock. You know, when they get a little close to the nerve, and my legs involuntarily were flapping about like a dying chicken. And him and the nurse were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh."
My mate doesn't use injections anymore.
What does he use?
He's got this little gel stuff. He just rubs them with gums, makes them all numb.
And it works?
I guess maybe it's different if you've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I've only ever had one filling at a time. But he just rubbed some gel on it, and it numbs it up enough to.
I've only had injections, even when it was only one filling at a time. It's only ever been one filling at a time.
You got to come over to the gel life. I'm having a great time.
No, man, I'm not betraying my dentist. Fucking Nicola's the best.
What's your dentist's name?
Nicola.
No. Crentist.
What, the actual one?
You're meant to say Crentist. Crentist sounds a lot like dentist. Maybe that's why he became a dentist. Not an Office fan, I can tell.
No, never seen it. I think it's just called the Victoria Dental Centre. It's very boring.
Wow.
But there we go. Good place, though. Can recommend it. Never recommended a dentist before.
I've got the double threat of Janet and Landis.
Janet and Landis, wow.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Ascenta-bas just resubed for 17 months.
But yeah, I came back and my kids were very amused that I was like, blah, 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 blah. But they're also kind of like, "Oh, poor Papa. Oh shit, the bed, Madge."
Just the finger came out straight away.
Madge trying to
hesitate
throw.
on the finger.
Could have stunned first.
He's
No,
not.
it does
I don't
not
know why
fucking
he
hesitate.
didn't stun him first. He stuns him first. He's got a shot.
I think, unironically, he only saw the Pudge and didn't see the Witch Doctor next to him because they were right on the edge of the ward vision.
Yeah, but if you stun him, and then finger him, and then punch, and then hex, and then punch, you've got him.
Yeah.
But like, even if he's alone, I think it's a much harder kill.
Oh.
Sometimes you lose some supports. Exclamation mark. I like the exclamation mark innovation. That's good.
Let's look at Lion's items. Real quick.
There it
He's
is.
got it. He's got it.
The harpoon.
What about Pudgeford? Pudgington. That is very, very poor. My goodness.
He's having a rough one.
Yeah.
And it's not going to change because there is no way they win this game on Radiant. Not even if PL, because they have a Brown Boots Radiance Necro who's doing nothing, and they have a PL who in 20 minutes time maybe will have a hope. But there's going to be a big old fat Ags Lion about to finger his arse, and it's not very pleasant for him.
Do you remember our venerable house? It is an abomination. I say that all the time. When the house is messy, I say that to the kids. They're like, what are you talking about? Oh, shit. Oh, has Bonnie Joy got a brand new Blink Dagger? Oh, I've got a brand new Combine Harvester. I'll give you the key.
Here comes the thumping.
It's the thumping of a lifetime.
They almost did it there.
It was actually quite a good fight. But it has ended, you know, as expected. Oh, is it not? Turn around, Pog Daddy! No, Pog Daddy! Why do you run?
Pussy.
Real pussy.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
It's just funny. When a cross comes in, if it's not on Ronaldo's head, he doesn't move.
Yeah, no, he's got tired legs.
It's like,
man.
you put me out there, I reckon. It's pretty funny to think that I could have played with Ronaldo. You know what I mean? If I was, like, really good at football and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
Makes a bloody good point.
Yeah, just saying. It's potential there.
Oh, God.
You reckon you still be playing now?
Me?
Yeah,
I'd be dragging my carcass around any
oldest player at the Euros.
any tier 3 Lithuanian league club that'll have me.
Mate, there's this Japanese player. Right?
Yeah,
He's like,
Kazu Miura.
yeah, what is he, like 62 or some shit?
I don't think he's that old.
He's pretty old. He's pretty close to 60, isn't he?
Well, he's 57.
57.
So, funny story.
And he plays in Portugal, right?
When we were, I think he's in the 2nd division in Portugal or something. When we were at university, there was a rumor that AFC Bournemouth were going to sign Kazu Miura. This would have been in like, 98, 99. And we didn't. We were like dead excited. I had no idea that he would still be playing. Now, I've had a whole life. Kazu Miura's just been grinding away playing football in all that time.
Ash and I by definition, have had a whole life.
Yes, you've literally had a whole life.
1999. It was birth year, yeah.
That was a good whistle, girl.
I mean, he was 30 when we almost signed him then. He started off playing in Brazil, unusually.
Oh, no, then, because the bounty was in biz. That is sad.
His best club was Verdy Kawasaki. He's a legend there. 192 appearances, 117 goals. Wallop! Never played in England. He got loaned to Sydney FC in 2005. They must have been desperate.
From where to
Yeah.
where? Sorry, from where
Sydney FC. Yokohama FC.
Oh, I see.
Let me see. Wait, 2005. He would have been in his 30s. Back in the
I wonder
olden
if
days.
that's a common trait between Japan and.
I think there's a big, you know, it's all Asia, isn't it? Over that way.
Bloody Asia. Oh,
There it
nice.
is. There it is. There it is. How is that dancing bunny rabbit not from Bryony's channel? Look at that young man, very nervous.
I think that's just a very normy one.
It's a rabbit. This
It's
game
like
is
Cat
shit.
Cam.
Bring on Georgia Turkey round 2. Wow, Ronaldo dropped deep there. That is 5 yards outside their penalty. But oh my god, and he's almost set up the goal. Holy shit, this lad's amazing. Keep him in the side. Oh, we've got a brand new combine harvester.
Do you think if there was a Yogs 5-a-side, could you get 10 competent players?
How regularly do they come into the office? Are we talking office regulars? Because I think...
No, I mean just any.
No, right, but are you saying... Are we counting the editors? Are we counting fourth floor? Are we counting externals?
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh god. I don't know enough about these random offshoots.
I could imagine some of the editors are probably decent at football. There's a few lads there in amongst the editing crew who I could imagine, young enough, probably played a bit of football. Lewis Sips, Harry, I don't think has ever played. Ravs, Lydia, Booth, Ozzy, Duncan, Ben, I could imagine played 5-a-side a couple of times somewhere. Those are all names that are off the list, by the way, obviously.
I guessed.
I reckon I could get a team together, but it would not be... the bulk of it would be not on camera talent.
Dav would do it because he's down for everything.
Dav, 100%, but he is on camera occasionally. I would want someone like Smithy in goal, because he gets. Yeah. I can imagine him putting himself about a bit. Tom would not be interested at all. Okay. I would have Dav in there. There are two of the editors. I would have Luke and Josh in there. I would have Pierre, aka Hightower. He would be in there. Oh god, this is trouble. This is this is not what you want to do.
There was a big throw on high ground that unfortunately we were 5-a-side.
Oh, I saw it.
A 0 for 4.
It's as inevitable as it gets.
Fucking back.
It's inevitable as it gets. Trying to think who else I would want in the team. I don't know, maybe Ross has played some football. I can imagine perhaps Ross or Trot has played a bit of football. Someone like Boba I don't think even knows what shape of football is. Yeah, no, I think it'd be a disaster. Obviously, I'd be the captain and striker.
Yeah.
As long as I would Ronaldo it up. I would stand stock still at the front. If the ball was at me, I would try and do something.
And then just
you'd yell at everyone the entire time as well.
No, I wouldn't be yelling. I'd be too out of breath. The moment I did play one time, we used to play at work, 5-a-side at work at lunchtimes, and there was this lad called Mike. He was a good lad, good coder, smoked too much weed, so much weed that his lung capacity was completely fucked. And I remember, oh shit, one time he wanted to play, so we all went down to the pitches for the 5-a-side lunchtime game. And we're like, are you sure, Mike? He's like, yeah, I used to play. We're like, okay, Mike, are you sure? He's like, yeah. This is no word of a lie. We kick off. We pass the ball backwards. The ball is passed back forwards. I turn around to pass it back to Mike, and he has his hands on the side of the boards, and he's like, like 20 seconds in. And we're like, Mike, do you want to stop? He's like, no, play on. I'm just out of shape. He could not breathe, and we had not even really kicked the ball yet. It was incredible.
Shout out to Hoz, by the way.
Is that Hoz?
Yeah, mate.
Well, Hoz's lung capacity is nil.
Oh, really? This is quite the turnaround and comeback.
Yeah, they have crawled this spectacularly.
We did finish the match. Mike ended up having to go in goal. He didn't save any shots. He just sort of stood around, and when the ball came near him, he'd sort of fall over. And then at half-time, we were like, Mike, maybe we shouldn't do this with like health concerns, because we were just like, can we please get out of here? He was like, no. He was like super insistent. So we like saw it out, and then every time we were like trying to get a friendly game together, we would make sure that Mike was busy because he'd always want to play, but he just couldn't move. It was like 5v4. Like, even it's a friendly, you want to have fun, and one of your players is just like, he wasn't asthmatic. He wasn't asthmatic or anything. He was just so, his lung capacity was so bad he could run 3 feet.
Dire have thrown mostly, but they're still 12k up.
So,
Shatter.
Daggett, you think that the fact he was mixing it with tobacco is what did it? No. Because I know people who smoke, and there's no way that their lungs are that bad. Like, this is, like, unbelievable. But the dude smoked so much weed. Like, he smoked all this weed in the morning, and at lunchtime he'd always go home, because he lived close by, go home, smoke a shitload of weed, and then just spend all the... We went around to his and his girlfriend's for dinner one time, and I've never smoked so much weed in my life. It was ridiculous. And all he did was play Tony Hawk. He fucking loved Tony Hawk. He was really good at it. He'd get really high and just say, watch this, watch this. And you spend like an hour sitting and watching him do sick tricks in Tony Hawk. I was like, what is this evening?
Oh.
That was very, very poor from whoever that PL player is.
I think they've just lost.
It's Where Brain Cell, of course.
Where brain cell? Plague. It's a question that in many ways will outlive his Dota career. Where brain cell?
Where Brain Cell? Yeah, unfortunately they were doing fantastic things, and then they decided to stop doing those fantastic things and just run at them.
Cheese X, I get it.
To go.
Yeah, Cheese X, I get it. You want to play, but like, you know, you've got to think of the other people. That was a sick dodge. That was one sick dodge.
It was the bongo bend
Yeah.
that stopped the RP initially and let PL get that W off.
Weebs goes down. Madge is being
Madge is
eaten. They do
really
get him.
in.
They're all outside the monkey hole. Where Banana is going in. They get him. They get him. They get him. They've got 2. They have lost a lane. They must do something positive with this. Good things must happen.
Go for the hook. Did you catch a glimpse there?
No, didn't see him. Didn't see him.
I think the woods are just thick enough to block it.
Oh, here we go. Eri's been away with a bird. That's why he. That's why he's been quiet. Just got back from. Ironically, I just got back from spending the weekend with a girl, who was far and away the biggest stoner I know. I see.
Do you think she begged him to stay, and he said, "No, I've got my duty."
I couldn't possibly imbibe. I've got the in-houses on Tuesday, and I must be clear-headed. Eri's high right now with this fucking team balancing, I tell you that.
Tracy, get away. I must host the in-house.
Tracy. Eri ain't going out with no Tracy, I tell you that.
Lillibut, away.
Lillibut. Wow. I feel like they want to fight and did nout with it. It's kind of sad when that happens. Oh, Eri partakes.
Eri's high now. Well, that makes sense, Eri, because it's an interesting game you've
look at this shit. Your
here.
brains melt mush, mate. Stop. Get some help. Just say no.
You play the cracking a can noise, Astrid.
Wait, have you got a noise of it?
What? Oh, you leaked it now.
I want to hear it. Is it me opening a can of cider?
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's hear it.
There it is.
Hell yeah!
That was a couple weeks ago where I played it. I didn't want to leak the fact that we had the sound yet. So you asked me if I opened a drink, and I'd say yes.
Oh.
Even though I hadn't opened a drink.
There's a live one for you.
It's the closing of the beer fridge as well.
Oh yeah, you got to get that in there. Do I tell the police Eri's got weed? I think I do. What you want to look for is a lad that no one has ever seen, but he's got big bushy hair.
I haven't seen the police in about 3 years.
I did see some the other day. They were on my street. Someone was getting nicked.
Maybe there's not enough funding around here to have police.
Yeah.
Well, it's a no-go zone, isn't it?
But they'll show up. They'll show up in force, like 20 of them, to deal with some minor.
You're fighting a bus stop.
thing.
Woo woo! Seven vans turn up. There's a bloke with a peanut. Someone's got an allergy.
Most of them just stand about with their hands in their pockets.
Yeah. Just having a
no,
chin
his
wag.
hands tucked into the vest.
Oh yeah, the hands in the vest.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't put their hands in the pockets.
Are you a police officer, Blake?
He's a fucking...
That is shocking.
He's a fed.
It's a shocking tier.
They've called it.
Impersonation.
It's been called.
Jonnyboi broken. What's it? What is this?
Well, he's cancelled it.
Is someone holding him hostage or something? Is someone
He's cancelled it.
Can we just cancel it? He's cancelling like a moron. Can you get this guy out of these fucking in-houses already? My god. I swear to god I'm not. Is someone trying to get him in trouble?
I swear to god I'm not.
If someone is baiting to get Jonnyboi in trouble right now, you're doing a fantastic job. Well done, I believe.
Ogre's dead. So.
And now they're playing? No fucking way.
Now Lion's dead. Oh my god.
Eri, if you had any bollocks,
oh my
mate.
god, that monkey elk's over there.
He brought him to it though.
Nice. Good stun. Deary me.
Right, do we step in and say you have to let it fucking end? You called GG.
What?
I'm gonna say something.
Do we have power over this?
I think we can say, don't be fucking cringe.
Where's Eri? Where Banana's had enough.
Good on him.
Tell Glibster he's also banned if he doesn't stop defending.
Eri went to go do the new lobby.
If this doesn't go through, Bonnie Joy's banned for a month.
I'm banning Bog Daddy as well. They're both fucking defending.
Get Glibster out too.
Thank God. Right.
And it's still a 1 month ban. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Fuck that.
See you in a month, Johnny.
No, we'll forget about it.
No, we won't.
No.
Very annoying, very boring, very silly. Don't do it. Gito's got to restart their PC. I'm going to go say hello to Mrs. F because she just got home from work. I will return.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, watching that line build, I do think there's something there with the harpoon.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad item. It's just, you know, it's a lot of money, and can you do better with that money? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
After I join the new lobby. Bollocks. Too much effort. Lobby.
Excuse me, sir. but it's time to goose.
Flozone-bas just resubed for 3 months, we are having a time.
God, it's starting to get warm. And I'm not like summer ready, you know.
Really? What side of the house is your room facing? So which cardinal direction?
Faces. So my room faces the sunset, basically.
So west.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the sun rise? East?
East, sunrise in the east, sets in the west. So I get very warm in the afternoons and evenings.
Well, I don't ever see the sun. Because I've got the glorious north-facing room. And as we know from GeoGuessr, if you're in the northern hemisphere, the sun is in the south.
Yeah. We've got our solar panels up and running, by the way, and they're pretty fucking sick. I've got a little app that tells me how much power I've used today, how much of it's come from the solar panels, how much comes from the battery. Only 2% from the grid at the moment. It's just pretty cool.
Very nice.
But it is obviously the highest height of summer right now.
Well, I hope not, but yeah, sure.
Well, timing-wise it is. It's the solstice in like a few days, I think.
I guess that is true. But
20th of June.
But summer as a season is meant to be from June.
No, summer as a season has not even started yet, really. But
yeah,
the solstice is 20th of June, so that's the longest day of the year, and then it's back to the darkness slowly.
I wonder what the average hottest day of the year is. It must be like late July.
It's totally variable, isn't it? Sometimes it's like a random day in September.
No, that's what I'm saying, the average.
January the 8th.
Well, to be fair, worldwide that could be the case.
Yeah, because it'd be hot in the southern hemisphere.
True. But the hottest place in the world is Death Valley, isn't it? Average temperature, and that's in the northern hemisphere.
Hottest.
That's true. Or is that the hottest overall? Is that the hottest hot temperature?
I think in terms of like average temperature is Death Valley. I mean, whoever named it, fair play. Fair play. They didn't call it, Warm Weather Valley. Death Valley. And amazingly, people live there.
It's pretty cool there. Have you been?
No, actually nobody lives there.
We went there in a rental car. And it was so hot, one of the back windows smashed, and we thought we were in tons of trouble. But when we told the agency, they're like, "No, that happens all the fucking time, literally every day."
Wow.
I wouldn't describe it as a highlight though. It was just a very hot, dry valley.
It also has a part of it called Furnace Creek. I mean, they're really layering it on here, aren't they? Like, we get it.
They know how to advertise.
Perpetual Misery Lane. Brutal Slope.
Twickenham.
Twickers! A group of European American pioneers lost here in the winter of 1849 to 1850, in the winter, while looking for a shortcut to the goldfields of California, gave Death Valley its grim name. Although only one member of the group died. They all assumed that the valley would be their grave. I see. So they were like, it's just a little further. One of them didn't make it. And then they were like, this is Death Valley. Because nobody died anywhere else in America in that era. True story. Larry Llama versus davidonstreet. The battle. This is like the grand final of Mastermind. I can't wait.
dun, dun, boom.
Your name, Larald Llama. Your special subject, feeding. Your name, davidonstreet. Your specialist subject, crazy builds in Dota. Purr the chicky and the purr. That's what David sounds like because he's Swedish. He's a good lad. As long as he doesn't pick Silencer, which I really begged him not to last time, and he picked it. And I was like, why'd you do that? He goes, he's a good hero. I was like, all right. And then he did nothing. I was like, David, your hero did nothing. We were 5v4 that entire game. He was like, yeah, I think you're right. This hero did nothing. It felt like I was doing nothing. I was like, yeah, bud. He's not from Norway, is he?
He is from Norway, yeah.
Shit, he sounds very
we were
Swedish.
discussing David with Quinn yesterday. He said he's the most Swedish guy ever, and everyone in his chat was saying he's so Swedish, he's Norwegian. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
He is so Swedish.
I didn't want to say anything, but
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Don't lie. You totally did.
oh yeah, I always want.
He really does sound incredibly Swedish. I wonder where he's from in Sweden. Somewhere right on the Norwegian border, or somewhere in Norway right on the Swedish border.
Or from Oklahoma.
The Quincast was a banger. He didn't seem as startled as I thought he'd be, Plague.
No, he was right in it, you know.
Yeah. Some guys are like, what is happening? Whereas he just kind of dived in.
I think it also because we were just chatting more generally, you know. We didn't make him like laser focus on the game. We were just chatting about life, about notes. It was a nice bit of a podcast chat.
Yeah. That's a chance to chat with like top pro, and like just ask him the occasional question.
I'm here every week.
But you're not a pro. That's the only difference. You've got something else.
We almost baited some drama out of him, didn't we? We asked him, "Do you think you need to play pub games?" He said, "Yeah, people who don't play pub games on pro teams aren't doing their jobs."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, he's talking about someone right there."
It has just been a thing for a while that some pros don't play pubs. They're just not much, and I know that's been a thing. There have been interviews about it and posts on Reddit where they're just like, I don't really play many pubs, and I feel like you probably should.
Yeah, of course. I mean, wasn't it like Kuro? Everyone was saying Kuro never plays pubs anymore.
No, he doesn't. Yeah,
and gets paid shit ton.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Sure, I had to do. That's rude. Your bot's ignoring me.
I apologise. Is it broken? Oh
no, it's just...
it just doesn't like you.
Doesn't like me.
You've been shadow banned.
I know Krakenhead's fucking won the duel against me. Fuck.
Relax, relax.
Slow rolling and poker is the worst. What's happening?
Typically, this is the balancing moment, but right now the teams are choosing their side.
The fuck are we waiting for?
I think we're waiting for like Dire or something to choose if they want first pick or some shit like that. Once that's done, the game starts, I think. There we go.
Christ. It's just the in-houses team. Strategically, what are our options here, fellas? Well, I've run the numbers, and we give ourselves a 0.3% advantage if we pick Dire traditionally in these matchups. Okay,
like, everyone knows it's just the GTI warm-up. They're all angling to get a spot on Too Hot for Dota.
Dude, look at that banner for Captain Kobold.
Oh,
be humbled.
perfect.
Be humbled. The rest of you supposed banner makers, look at that. That is
Look
a
at
fucking
him.
beaut.
It is the goats versus the llamas, though.
Mm-hmm. Who wins in that? I'm guessing the llamas. They're bigger.
I think the llamas.
But are they more docile?
Don't they spit at things? I reckon they're pretty angry.
I mean, jeez. Does that
Llamas?
scare you? He means llamas.
Do they spit at things?
Yeah, I
Thought
thought
so.
so. You ever seen one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
Well, that
unpleasant.
might have been alpacas.
Alpacas are quite sweet. They're all much of a
Okay, it's
muchness.
probably alpacas then I saw.
They're all
Llamas
much
and
of a
bitches.
muchness. 10 seconds. Can you guys see? Is that Jito's stream we're looking at now? It is.
Yeah.
She has different lighting. Sorry, they have different lighting. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so there are some people that are, I guess, in the same guild as Jito. So when I tab between the two, on my screen, Larry Llama. So I think, Jito, are you in the guild? Are you in
I can confirm. I am in the guild.
Jito's in the guild. So that shows up as grey for me, but blue on the Jito stream. And then you've got,
Oh,
I think
it's
you're
a platinum guild.
right, and then your lighting is shitter than mine, dare I say. You've got simpler graphics on.
I did actually turn down my graphics
Yeah.
to try and make the stream better because
It's
I was
good.
like,
It's good. It's looking good so far. Don't you sweat. You're doing great. Farmers get a llama to guard their animals from predators. Not traditionally.
Well, have I got two of my fucking school friends in this game?
Is that Yemus Prime and Liability?
Yeah.
What, they're mates of yours?
Yeah, I haven't played with them in a long time.
That's hilarious.
I know they were at Brum, and I had to catch up at Brum. Although, to be honest, I'm not familiar who Yemus Prime is. I definitely know who Liability is.
Yeah, turn that Regina Spectre down. We're trying to focus up here.
you can see that?
Yep.
Oh, and I do know Admiral Seething as well. Okay, yeah, this is rammed full of my boys.
I see.
Let's see how much sabotage they can bring.
Are they better or worse than Bonnie Joy?
In terms of skill or in terms of
Skill and personality.
personality, they're very sweet lads. No one compares to Bonnie Joy in that department. They're pretty chill boys. In terms of skill, unimpressive.
I see.
And that's why they're here today.
Most of the research on the effectiveness of guard llamas has been done with sheep. A 1990 why don't they use llamas if they're studying llamas? Ridiculous. A 1990 study reported that 80% of sheep producers with guard llamas rated them as effective or very effective. The study found average rates of loss to predators fell from 21 to 7% after the introduction of a guard llama. I mean, I presume most animals are going to see a llama and think, fucking hell. Like, you can't miss it. Like, it stinks, no doubt. So predators are going to be like, whew, there's a big whiffy animal over there. And then they look and they're like, Christ, that thing's big. It's eyeballing them, it's spitting at them. And they're like, yeah, fuck that. We'll go to another field. I just have dags. Tons and tons of dags.
I do love a good old working dog. There's a
Yeah.
YouTuber called Maya who has like an
Working
animal
on what?
sanctuary,
Oh yeah.
and her neighbor has proper, like, big guard dogs that are the sweetest things ever. Like, they just chill with the goats and the sheep all day.
But then, if something happens, they're like
If something
all
happens,
business.
Fuck them up, but they're so sweet.
Mrs. F went on a walk just this evening with work, and some of the people along on the walk brought their dogs because I guess they were like friends or they'd come from home or something. One of them was like, you know, a typical sort of mongrel-y, Labrador-y type thing, and the other one was some little fluffy thing, quite small, that had its own pushchair, a Lululemon water bottle, and a little fan on the front of the pushchair to keep them cool.
Holy shit.
And the dog was wearing a little dress.
Like literally, like whatever, like 5,000
Yeah.
years ago in a forest hunting for food. Nah, should have pram got the dress on, mate.
But
We had a
she
foster
looked
dog a month or
happy.
two ago that turned up
No,
in a dress.
I'm sure she was absolutely delighted with that.
Wait, Plague, you had a dog the other week, or the other
We had a
month.
foster dog month
They
or two
turned
ago
up in a dress,
that was given to us in a dress.
trying to make a good impression.
Very quickly liberated it of that.
Yeah. I don't like
You got to turn up
clothes
to
on
the
animals.
job interview looking good.
The only time it's alright to have clothes on an animal is if it's Christmas or Halloween.
Halloween, I love some of the Halloween costumes where, like the spider one,
Yeah.
is great.
The murderous elf.
You can get so creative with stuffing stuff on your dog.
I like the if I lived in a hotter place, I'd get little dog boots because I've seen the poor lads trying to walk down. the fucking
That
street
is
and it's
absolutely
really hot.
fair. Yeah, that is absolutely fair.
But if it's cold, fucking deal with it. You're a dog.
Whoa, that is not the attitude. So I'm not sure Plague is fostering these animals so much as tormenting them.
Oh yeah, famous.
High turnover. I reckon he boils them into glue.
The most recent one was bloody nicked by my uncle. We gave it to him to look after for a week when we were on holiday, and he never gave it back. Which, you know, fair play.
Against the law?
So now he's
Well,
got a load of
he
glue.
formally adopted it, but
Oh. Conquer? They don't want to win!
see, I heard Greg complaining that Kunka was the worst hero in Dota 2, but I don't even know what they actually nerfed about him. Because every time Greg plays it, he's beyond godlike, plus 60 strat skill,
Yeah.
and he still has Ags. So I really don't know what he's
the
lying
still
about.
very strong. I don't exactly know what the big nerf was.
Yeah, don't worry, Cheese X or Cheese Sex. We're not even saying that they can't wear shoes. Don't worry. We know they're essential. That's fine.
I mean, I do get annoyed fostering the animals because, fuck me, some of them so goddamn annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Just will not shut the fuck up.
Which is more annoying, the animals or the Ukrainians?
The animals.
Okay.
Ukrainians look after themselves. Fucking animals barking at you for a walk that you have to deal with.
Now, if they did, that would be something.
But the good thing is, you can always send the dogs back onto another foster family. Very difficult to do that with Ukrainians.
Oh my god. I don't think I met Gido in Birmingham, did I?
Gino was hanging
You
around
must
with us. He
have.
probably did.
You must have.
But formally met. Like, hello.
Ooh, I don't know if there's a formal introduction.
Got a pic of you on my phone, bruh.
I think it was the first day where you were sat down with the rest of the chaps, and there might have been a little bit of a hot streak of beans coming up to you.
I see. 7 of us cornered you. Yeah, well, I'm in flight or fight mode at that moment, so all I remember is the smell of fear. It was
Catching
my
Eri
own.
3 times is impressive. I had to work hard to summon Eri.
I saw Eri once.
I got Eri up in the stands with us. He shook everyone's hand, and then I turned around for 1 second and he was gone. I never saw him again.
I saw Eri outside. I think I'd just been filming something, or I popped out for a smoke. And there was Eri. And I got a picture with him. I was very, very happy. I don't think I'd ever met Eri before. I'd only seen him at a distance, like a mysterious figure in a Edgar
Well, I
Allan
remember in
Poe book.
Brum 1 there was like a spot the Airy competition. And you try
There
and
he
find
is.
his-
There's Airy. VIP
He was in the
Airy.
premium section because he was
Yeah.
too fancy for us poor folk back at the back.
He wasn't meant to be there. He was just so baked he couldn't find his way to the regular seats. Oh, come on, pick a hero! Do you know what is amazing? Is that when you give them Captain's Mode time to pick a hero, they will use it all. They're like really pondering, ooh, what are we going to pick? When you're pubbing with them and they've got 30 seconds to pick a hero and they already know what role they're going to be, it gets to 2 seconds and they have no idea what to pick. And they're like, oh, and they just mash a hero. And it's a disaster.
What we always do is we sit
They're
in
going to
silence.
random here, Plague. They're going to random.
They could. One. That's a random.
Are
That's
you sure?
It could be. It might have been a really last second pick because it's a good pick, but
Not a random, according to my sources. David on Street Techies, and he's taken Spleen's secret sauce.
Another cooked linguine just Zubed for 48 months. Oui, je
So,
me
yeah.
look in a
What, for the
tornado
energy
watch.
stacks, we literally sit in silence for the entire queue, and then someone will bring up a topic of conversation once the game procs, and
Yeah.
then we talk for the 30 seconds drafting time, and then 2 seconds left, someone says, wait, what role am I? And then it's fucked, we're losing cash. That is
That's
every
what
game.
the beauty of playing Lion Mid.
You are the
I
best
just- I
thing to play
just
with,
pick it.
just for that. You just
I
fucking
just pick
first
it,
phase
just fuck
it.
it. Just
Yeah.
get it in there.
Get it in
All
there.
of the panic is dealt with, no one's fucking scrabbling.
It
I
also
get
helps as
last
I'm
pick.
usually the main criminal when it comes to not picking my hero or just like waiting around. It's good. I've forgotten how to play notes in every way apart from 3 or 4 heroes.
Yeah,
See what it's like to be Greg.
You've really regressed, actually.
It's just
Oh,
a new
shit.
patch. I'm slowly discovering all the other heroes again.
Wait. Nintendo were announcing a successor to the Switch? God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What is it called?
The Swatch. And it's also a watch.
Nintendo.
I think they will have. I don't think they're announcing it today. I think it's a general announcement, but
No. So they're not announcing it today. They're going to announce it later in the year. This was just all the other games. So
Hello?
this is the last round of big games for the Switch, and then they're going to be doing the Swatch or whatever.
yeah.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the bear? Nothing. Oh gosh, no, there is something wrong with him. I'm seeing 2 heads on everybody here. I think it's just a bit of Discord lag. Don't worry, it'll sort itself out.
It's a very nice looking bear, though. Lovely
There he
little
is.
cowboy hat.
There he is. It's an Alpine Ursa set. It's not a
Hello?
cowboy hat, you noob.
I don't think it's the original Alpine Ursa.
No, it was the re-released version that they did. Because hilariously, back in the day, people were against it. Hello, Ashvin.
I disconnect.
I see.
What was happening? We were talking about Nintendo, and then I
You zoned
I
out.
got out. What was
100%, that's
what was
the
said about
common
what was said about Nintendo?
That they're announcing a new console later this year.
Oh, I see.
Like they're announcing
They're
it.
not announcing.
later.
They're announcing the announcing.
No.
Announcing and the
They're
announcing.
doing the Nintendo like
Direct, isn't it?
Direct.
Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, so they're doing all the new games. Obviously, no games for the new console yet because it's not out. But they're doing a bunch of games for the existing consoles, like the Switch. And apparently, there were no details about the new console. I assume it's going to be similar kind of vibes to the Switch.
What did they announce? The most recent direct.
You know what they should do?
New Ace Attorney.
Do you know what they should do that would be pretty smart? Would be a Nintendo phone.
Right.
Because most people play games on their phones. Like, a lot of people play games on their
Yeah.
phones. And if you could get a Nintendo phone out there that had Nintendo-specific games that
I
slotted in...
dread to know how poorly made that Nintendo phone will be.
What? Because the Switch is famously badly made?
I just
Get Samsung or something.
I think that a lot of Nintendo products are
They are
not necessarily
shonky.
poorly made, but they are very out of date for the time that they released. Like the Switch felt out of date on release.
I'm just saying, the Nintendo, the Phone-tendo. Phone-tendo. Goal! Oh my god, what a defensive header. That was a miracle.
Oh, also remember to back in.
Oh, Portugal are pressing hard. The brave Czechs. Super Nintendo Chalmers, exactly.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
I'm learning.
I'm learning.
Now let's talk rust proofing. These Colecos will rust up on you. Shut up, Gil. Close the deal. Close the deal. Coleco computers. That's so amazing. What is your game time at for the footy flax? 56.
56.
Just
56
turned to
and
56. I'm watching it on the iPlayer.
watching it on this damn iPlayer.
Gil is a great character. All of those little extra characters made the show so much funnier. Like, even Comic Book Store Guy was a good character. Like, they were all just... That whole supporting cast was so good. Whoa! What was that?
There's a door slamming.
Okay.
Or they get a free kick. Good distance for Ronaldo. He's going to be standing over it.
Lots of spitting. That's something my mum always commented on. Why are they always spitting?
Disgusting.
Shick is an unfortunate name. It either sounds like a swear word or the noise that Wolverine's claws make when they come out. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. I move for a bad court thingy.
Court thing.
But there's the truth and the truth. Man, what a great character. He's going to do the Ronaldo thing where he takes a huge deep breath, big wide-legged run up, and he's going to smack it over. Oh, right at the keeper. Now we'll do the thing where it goes... Yeah, he did it. He did all of that.
That was a shit free kick.
Yeah, right at the keeper.
Not even very powerful either.
You know what is powerful? His brand. One of the most powerful brands in the world. What a brand. I'd love it if that was the pre-match talk. Now let's talk brands.
That's
yeah, well, you know what?
Oh man, that's classic Rio Ferdinand sort of chat. That's the sort of
you know, you've got to talk about a player's brand, didn't you? In my dear league, we didn't have brands league. Mika's comes in with some joke that no one laughs at.
Who's that meant to be?
Alan Shearer, mate.
I see. Okay.
Oh shit, they got his carrier. He's a Geordie, isn't he? In my dear league, I just get the ball on me head, league. Fucking Mika is so bad. He told this joke this afternoon in the game.
He's
dreadful.
He brings levity to.
He doesn't, because it's like the most. It's the joke a 7-year-old would make.
He's
like, wait, Turkish delight.
I know, but his laugh is funny. So I can
it's
just
not
laugh at
enough.
that.
It's not enough. Comedians should never laugh at their own jokes anyway. Chuckling away at Turkish delight. Like, if you had 2 seconds to come up with a joke to make about the Turkey game, your default is Turkish delight. Chucking a little political quip about Erdogan? No chance. Turkish delight. Just anything. Anything. More inventive than that. Can't do it. The funniest thing he ever did was when he was honest for a moment, where they were like, he turned down a big fat contract. He's going to be second fiddle to Zabieta, which is the most ridiculous decision he ever made. Worth a fortune, and that's why he's working. That was the only funny moment where you realise that he turned down millions of pounds because he wanted to play. He's playing for Man City, turned down all the money, wasn't especially good, thought he could do it elsewhere, didn't. Who else did he play for? I want to say he went to Villa. Mika Richards. Played for Man City, went on loan to Fiorentina, went to Villa, and barely played for 4 seasons. Well done. Well done, Mika.
Big mix, mate. Oh, he's good on the show with Carrigan, Thierry. And I love him with Roy Keane because Roy is so fucking.
You need an opposite. Yeah, you do need an opposite. Thing is, I secretly think he hates Mika Richards, and that makes me laugh.
I think he's begrudgingly started to like him. I don't know what it is, but it just worked between them.
Why did Larry just stand there and take that? That was interesting. Why does Larry have 4 branches?
Universal hero, mate. Clearly efficient.
But they don't do anything in the backpack, do they? I'm not looking at techies here.
No, he just.
It's what he started with.
I think he started with.
Yeah, fair.
Bottle, etc.
You know who the best is fucking Ali McCoist. That lad's commentary is great.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Is this a carry Tetchers? I believe it is.
Fucking can't stand Jermaine Genius.
He's shit. Says nothing. Whoa. Oh shit, the Czechs have scored! Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh,
that's what Mika would say.
You can't stop hating for a second.
I would laugh at that. I genuinely would laugh at that.
The check's in the mail. That's what he says when they've been knocked out.
You're strangely good for a Micah Richards impersonation. Right?
Yeah, it's easy. You just say the dumbest shit and laugh at your own jokes. He's shit. Wasn't a good player. And he's a shit pundit. Likeable, fine. I want a little bit of insight. Here we go.
I've given up with insight on.
Here we go. Cuts back inside.
Yeah.
BAM!
That's a great goal.
That is a great goal.
The goalkeeper's got to do better.
I think the keeper's got to do better there, Mega Richards, don't you think?
He sees it too late.
He didn't check his near post there, did he, Alan?
Oh, wow, to be fair, that's a
no, I think that's just a really good fucking strike.
Yeah, of course,
shot.
it's a great goal.
Yeah.
What's this camera angle? Okay, they're back in there.
Joe Cole and Carlton Cole are brilliant when West Ham are on. One brain cell between them and it's hilarious. Joe Cole, not a smart lad.
Did you see the clip of like Ashley Cole in the Champions League draw, trying to read out all the European team names?
That's so funny. Why is he there?
God, what was?
Mad Larkin, mate, we're not watching American telly here, are we? We don't fucking see Clint Dempsey, do we? When is Clint Dempsey ever on the
Clint
UK?
Dempsey's on the he's on like CBS or whatever.
Yeah, Yank pundit, mate, i.e. knows nothing. Keep his trap shut.
Ooh. Oh!
Oh, hello. Oh! Whoa, the double jump from Larry! This is exciting. Yes, Larry!
Have you played against this sniper shrapnel talent yet?
What is it? Makes you slower.
His shrapnel only lasts 1 second.
Is it only has one
but
at a time?
It does all the fucking damage.
Throwing 280 damage in a sec. Fuck me.
It's really fucking strong.
It's good in lane. It's not.
It's definitely worse overall than normal shrapnel, but this shit in lane is miserable to play against.
Mad Larkin, what are you talking about? Do you know who posts those? Americans who are so delighted they've got one of their own who knows anything about football. He did play. Well, he played over here, didn't he, Dempsey? That's why he knows what he's talking about. Not one of these guys like fucking Alexi Lalas. Never did shit. Everton? Fulham. Brian, what's his name as well? That other American lad played for Fulham. Brian... Oh, Christ, can't remember. Big fucking lad. Yeah, Spurs as well. Another classic Spurs striker. McBride, that's the boy. McBride. McBride.
He's like a
You made that up. There's no way.
His name is Brian McBride.
Brian, what are you doing?
Brian
Back on the front
McBride.
lines.
The name's McBride.
Isn't it McBride?
I take orders from nobody. McBride! That is something. This is...
What was Larry doing for his
I don't
entire
know,
role?
but
He's
this
just
is
running
awkward.
about. Well, he's just worked out for him. He's a guilty.
Mendel's fucking alive? How? What? Did he have a juicy stick? He must have.
Oh my god, can he get... Oh, he gets the double!
Oh,
wait, no,
it's only the single. Go
Yeah,
tasking
tasking
labs
gets
one.
Yeah, Brad Friedel. That's another good name. I saw Brad
Brad
Friedel
Friedel's
playing for... I think he was great, but who was that
He
big...
played for Everton.
Who was that big Yank goalkeeper that played for Wigan? Big lad. Wigan goalies.
Excuse me.
No, not Keller. It was another lad.
Goose.
Abaf just Zubed for a month.
American goalies. Soccer. It was not Casey Keller. Maybe it was old Brad. Friedel Brad. Brad Friedel. Brad Friedel always to me looked like that actor. What's his name? Maybe it wasn't Wigan. Maybe it was Villa I saw him play for. What's the guy who was Hellboy? He looks like him. He's only 53. Get him on. Ron Perlman, that's it. I saw him play against Spurs, and he pulled off a save that was unbelievable. But sadly, it didn't count because the whistle had already gone. But it was like, fuck me, that save was ridiculous. Like, when you see a goalie in the flesh, like a top goalie, their reaction time is disgusting. Clonk. I almost feel bad. Yes, Larry!
Oh, not quite right.
Has Larry played this hero before? This is like watching Flax Pango, but somehow worse. Because I'm not even having fun. Oh, shit.
I'm more confused by the Timber build. He hasn't got the figure of 8 chakram. I thought it was like the auto include.
What's he got?
He's got the one that where you timber chain a tree, it like breaks off into splinters. But isn't the other one you just get a second fucking chakram?
Yeah,
level
you
6?
do. You do. You do.
They may have nerfed it. I haven't kept track of the patch, but oh, Admiral Fluffles misses his hyper Q damage is so dumb. Just look at his health fucking disappear.
No, I do not care about the F1. I'm sorry.
I know what clip he's talking about.
I've also seen the clip on
amazing.
TikTok.
Oh god.
In the tunnel, right?
Yeah, in the tunnel.
It's insane.
Unbelievable. And that was F2 as well, now. It's not even F1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was F2.
I mean, look, you know, there's a huge amount of skill to it. It's insane. But I just don't find it especially interesting. If I've got an afternoon where I'm not going to be doing out, and I'll stick it on, and they're just going, it is quite, you know, I like it. But I feel like a lot of the time, what I'll never... Oh, shit! Woo! Goal. OG. Oh, dejected looking Czech player. He should have checked where he was going to kick that ball because he's kicked it in his own goal. That's a bad check. That check's going to bounce. See? Mika fucking... I could have written for him. These are all gold, mate. These are all gold. He's using them all. It's a great clip, but the driver who dodged the breakdown is at fault. What are you talking about? What do you mean at fault? He should have crashed into him? Correct thing to do there would be to crash into him.
Kill him and teach him a lesson. I will say that F1, cricket, cycling are all three great second monitor sports, you know?
I'd say third, maybe third monitor.
If I had the third monitor, I'd maybe consider it. But they just do well in the background.
Yeah,
they
it's
don't really
good
need to pay attention. They look after themselves. The commentators are good enough to let you know when something exciting's happening.
Yeah. They got him. Marshals were waving double yellows way ahead of the corner, so he should been slowing down way ahead of time. Whatever.
Fair enough.
Who cares? It was cool. What a
Damn
fucking
right.
internet comment. Go back to YouTube, nerd, with your accuracy. Of course, actually, he's at fault here. We shouldn't be celebrating this. Can we just enjoy a pog moment in an otherwise boring sport that nobody cares about? F2. Come on. My eyes are glued to every F1 race. Well, Scardrone, we don't know what kind of situation you're in. You might have had that happen to you as punishment. I hate F1. And they glue your eyes to a screen with nothing but F1 on. We don't know.
Well, it's like a Clockwork Orange.
Exactly. I had tomato soup for dinner. It was shit.
Had a nice bit of pesto pasta that was just tickled the right spot, you know.
If I may, I like pesto pasta, but only cold.
Really interesting.
Warm pesto just on pasta doesn't do it for me. When you chill it, it's great.
So I like the very cold cheese with a nice bit of warm pesto pasta.
Oh,
But it's also it's like the most easy, like, basic staple thing.
yeah,
you just
it's real
chuck in, you know?
university shit.
Yeah,
The splinters did work there.
but I think his second chakram would have killed him. Is
Yeah.
the main problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Fluffle's doing it.
Oh shit,
Ooh.
liability is in. There's the curse. Is that the
This is
correct
the pos-
target? I
It's
believe
the
it.
POS 1 techies they're trying to kill. Oh, there's no Ursa coming to help.
Where Ursa?
Farming up a storm.
He is not even that wealthy.
No, not yet. He had he kind of got bullied a bit in lane. Because Wyvern is a good support in general, but as a laner is pretty average. Because one of her spells, much like Warlock's E, just ruins your lane for you.
Yeah, true.
Her Q
true.
is good though. Her Q is good though.
So I will probably play the new Football Manager when that comes out, since apparently they're reinventing it. My skepticism rating on that claim is incredibly high, but we'll see. Warlock is not a 5. Warlock is not a 5. That's a mistake people make. You
Yeah,
can't get the
exactly.
best of him as a 5. He's a 4. Play him with something that just wants to bully, get up their dicks. I've said it before. And I'll keep boring people by saying the same things.
I think the Bane mid has more of a chance of working than the Darkseer POS 1, by the way. I'm a Darkseer POS 1 hater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's really bad.
Oh, it's amazing, dude.
I haven't seen it work yet.
Watch our games.
That's
Xylus
the problem.
Darkseer.
I am watching your games.
Xylus Darkseer, baby. Absolutely
I
kicking
sort of-
ass.
I think part of my problem is Greg was arguing in favour of it. There was a big old kerfuffle with Greg over him going POS 3 Darkseer, Echo Saber first. And now I can't ever let the Echo Saber Darkseer win.
Yeah.
Because that means Greg... He can't have the point because it's fucking POS 3. You don't go them Echo Saber POS 3, but he might have maybe had a point if POS 1 it can work.
True.
And I won't let that happen. I'm too petty.
Do you reckon, Plague, that if my stream was exactly the same as it is and always has been, but I was really good looking, that I would have done better numbers? If I was like 25 and just an absolute fucking hunk, and knew
I
all
think the
kinds of
problem
cool
is there's
people.
quite a lot of reasonably attractive people who are doing much worse than you are on stream.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you had the baseline of everything else, but the additional bonus that I'm also an
I have a
absolute
question.
dish.
I do think if you could have figured out how to get music working on the stream, because a lot of your stream is just dead silence with occasional clicking noises.
I mean,
Like,
I know I could do it. I'm just incredibly incompetent.
I know that's the problem. I think there was a world in which it could have just smoothed out some of those little bottom dips of the PFlax stream, you know, because you have the highest highs of great humor and incredible salt.
I mean, I'm
And
thinking
then-
the Skyline streams, for example.
Yeah,
Just total silence. You're thinking if we could have some tunes? would
yeah,
help.
just a bit of a bop to keep people engaged.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the Dota ones are worse for it because it's both because silence you're like talking to chat, you're talking about what you're doing,
I'm chatting to the
things are
lads.
happening.
Yeah.
In Dota, there's just nothing happening. It's just like laning or whatever. All 5 players dead silent with occasional mouse clicks sort of echoing through the void.
Yeah. I think when I'm playing when it's like me, Josiah, Munchie, and like James or something like that, or we get Rooter, and it is fun. Paul is fucking volume right there. Like there's no shutting that one up.
Paul fills the silences. There's no denying that.
Like so I feel like some of those games are fucking hilarious. But if you're not into Dota, it's not even you can't even second monitor it because like you said, it's just the annoying sound of clicking. It's terrible as a streaming game, Totes.
Yeah, it's really shit.
I don't know if League is as well. Does League do really well? Maybe it does.
League does quite good numbers.
Well, it's also
the
more
League
popular.
is like, I think things just happen a lot faster in League.
Simpler game for simpler minds. I
Games
agree.
are a bit shorter. The lads are usually a lot more toxic.
Really?
What's this?
League.
Oh.
Because I think people just GG out quite quickly. You can just get back into another game and continue onwards.
Yeah, I figure if you want to listen to music while you're watching my stream, you can put your own music on and then have the stream. Like, if you go listen to my shit, people get really angry when I play my music. Because it's not, Olivia Rodrigo or whatever the kids are listening to.
Not your Olivia Rodrigos or
your Taylor
Sabrina
Swift.
Carpenter now.
your
Sabrina
Billie
Carpenter.
Eyelash.
Billie Eyelash or Sabrina goddamn Ortega. Or Carpenter Wilhelm Eyelash. No thank you, sir. We listen to Mississippi Queen on repeat. Just play good music then. Well, it's good music, it's just not your music.
Just play good music, which is coincidentally exactly the music I like. Oh my god. That was a try.
What are you talking about?
Hell
the
yeah,
football?
Eisenhower.
Just fucking belted it.
That shot played? That got you excited?
Thanks watching the
No,
football.
I was saying it was just weird. Because he's
well,
miles away.
yeah,
he's just
that's the
belting
point,
it for
isn't
no
it?
reason.
You gotta have a go.
Portugal scored. No, I missed this.
Neutral creep killed Rubik. Yeah, they did. It was an OG,
It's no
remember?
goal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
Just to be clear, if I call you mate,
Mississippi Queen!
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
What a ball in. What a phenomenal
Unbelievable. How many of the Portuguese team are called How? It must be their John. The keeper could have just fucking caught that in his mouth, I think. Ridiculous. I sent you a TikTok, Ashwin, watching football with your mate who doesn't watch football. It was quite good. I think it was also a real
Where did you send it to me on TikTok?
TikTok, I think. Oh shit,
Have you added
Teehee in trouble. Yeah, I've sent you like 10 TikToks.
Oh my god.
So, Larry has expended his life against this POS 4 sniper, and I don't know if it was the play.
He does have the role, so he's completely immortal.
It's silly, isn't it?
I'm
Yes,
so
Larry.
angry Tango is back. I'm so angry. And at least it's better than it was, because it doesn't like one-shot you anymore. But
It's
still
just the cooldown.
miserable. It's just miserable. He's so tanky, he always gets his fucking roll off. And all the heroes that should kill Pango, like a drow or something, are just bad. They're so bad.
Yeah. So, Zhao is pronounced Shoa. Joa. I know that Jose is pronounced Jose. Jose Mourinho. Not Jose Mourinho.
Fucking Jose.
Is Ronaldo still on the pitch? He is. Get that old cunt off! Oh, he's gonna fucking score. Oh no, he didn't. Anytime another player denies him from anything, he looks at the ref like, excuse me. My brand.
I do have seven things on my inbox.
Yeah, mate, they're all from me.
I rarely use TikTok.
Oh, he's booted him in the face! Ref!
How do I access my inbox?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Oh no, there we go.
Think with.
This is a great TikTok 10, mate.
I know, bub. This is us with plague at the pub.
I was fairly normal watching the QPR game.
Oh,
Fairly normal.
yeah, it's
You were good, mate. You were fine.
the QPR game was a goodie as well.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
It wasn't any trouble. It was a decent
I'm still
game.
sad I never investigated the clip of your QPR's really good striker scoring a goal, trying to knee slide, hurting himself really badly, and then limping off the field 5 minutes later.
It happens a decent amount. I don't think it's a hugely special occasion.
I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
It's great. I like how
Oh
he's
shit!
already...
Oh
my God,
shit!
stop. What's Yemus doing? Does he not have curse?
Yemus?
He has it.
He does have curse.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yemus?
That's my liability.
Oh, your liability's caught David on
Mate,
stream.
liability's popping off. He
He is
used
having
to
a good
be.
game.
He used to be the most dog shit dog noob that I played with.
But he's playing Centaur, which is basically a hero that plays itself, so... Literally plays itself. You don't need to buy boots anymore.
What was Yemus doing there? Is he fucking toasted? What's happening?
Yemus.
He's got him.
Surely he dies.
The Timber's chakram was out, so he couldn't hit, but still going.
Oh, help liability.
Ah!
Ooh,
yeah.
flow zone. Bit of a stylish move there.
He does know that the superhero's name is Frozone.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
his avatar is Frozone.
Yeah,
But his name is Flowzone.
He's in the flow zone.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't need to make sense. It needs to sound hard, and that's what it does.
It does need to make sense. Otherwise, what's the point? Hello.
We love a bit of a bug.
Luckily, so does Valve.
It's not Rubik's, because he's not losing mana. Twas.
From, like, what, 10 mins ago. Huh. As you can tell, we're paying attention to the game. We knew that.
Can we have a check in with the techies? Is he using the backpack slots to its full advantage? He is. Okay, that's good. Oh, he's not oh my god, he's not squeezed. He's squeezed scope.
Squeeze scope. Yep.
He's not the backpack techie.
No.
That's disappointing.
I said
And
that
POS 1
during
as
the...
well. I didn't realise. I was so hyped for the POS 1
No. He's done the wrong
crazy
thing.
techies, but
I think that even with the... it's not like you get that much from this talent. If you get the backpack, you can stick whatever the fuck you want in there.
yeah.
You can just stack crits and attack speed. You get 3 more item slots. That's insane. I mean, yes, the attack range is poggers, but, you know, it's not as cool.
Police officers.
I'm just watching reels.
Oh, I thought that was Ashwin watching your TikToks.
No, that was me.
Oh, I need to get through the rest of them. I mean, how far back do these go?
A little way.
There's a lot of football ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Classic.
Is that the one where he just boots the lad?
Yeah.
Mrs. F didn't like that one. She went, no!
well, you know, as a resident little bro, I enjoyed that.
my kids found my TikTok account, and my youngest and her friend watched them all.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, and they said, you need to make more. Those were great. I was like, okay.
That's, you got approval from a gen
from the
alpha.
youth.
Okay, that's great.
Exactly, cheese sex.
The problem is, like, I don't feel like I want to look at more than one app, because all of the apps eventually get everything.
Yeah. It's just I feel like it's much harder to find on my Instagram.
TikTok is like the. It's probably more like the forefront of what's going on.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Then Instagram gets it second, but I like the comments more on Instagram.
Yeah. Some of them are good.
And then Twitter is impossible to find anything.
Oh
because
god,
there's too many bots about.
It's awful.
Can't do anything. And then YouTube Shorts gets things like a year later.
Yeah. Well, you know what I do find annoying in YouTube Shorts is it'll be a clip. Oh shit, Portugal have scored, and now there's a tussle. It's kicking off. What's this fight? Why are we fighting? He wanted the ball. He wanted to put it under his top because his wife is pregnant, and there was a fight with the goalie about it. Fuck yeah. That's made it very unseemly. This looks like a dub now.
There's a goal check going on. What's going on?
Yep, that's Stampede, all right, baby.
Who's offside?
Oh, he's off.
His head is surely offside.
He's off. His
arm is fine.
Was it Hunaldu offside?
Yeah.
Ah! No goal, sunshine.
Yeah. Get that ball. Pop it out back from under your shirt, son.
Stick it back up there.
Poor baby.
Hilarious. Mississippi Queen! But you know what I mean. No idea what you mean, son. None. Why is he giving him his bottle? What's the play here?
They're giving Shielder into Centaur because it's so much HP.
Mmm.
And he can just walk on the tower and he is essentially immortal.
He's popped it.
Here
Go!
Oh
gosh, there's a fight!
Immediately.
He goes. But I think
Disruption!
has other priorities.
Disruption! There's the ult goes in on Petty Yakutson.
They're going to get Larry here.
A.K.A.
Larry gets his ult off.
They get the Wyvern. That was a nice little sneaky play there.
They're going to be able to get Gunner here.
Can they get the Timber?
Nice
Here's the boat!
What's
the
happening?
stolen boat! They get the Yajis. David
got no one yet.
running back and forth. He decides to go up to the high ground. Oh shit. Now
Get
David's got a
someone,
bear on him.
lads.
They got one. They got one. They're gonna get another one. They're on the snipper. Lifted. Punched. A bomb has gone down. Oh god, the Rubik Techies bombs are the worst. You know what? Messi could be an absolute prick, but because he doesn't emote much and he never fucking says anything, everyone thinks he's a great guy. What if he's Messi? What if he's just an absolute bellend behind closed doors?
I think the thing about Messi is people think he's like really autistic.
Why?
Because he's just quite he spaces out a lot. Like there's just loads of clips of him being like very weird, just doing really weird stuff.
Can they kill Gunner here?
Like there's a clip of like an interviewer like chatting to him, and like she's like looking at him just like talking, and he's just staring off into space. Like there's like not even remotely near the interview.
Maybe he smoked a bone.
He's not saying anything. He's just staring.
David does know he's basically the right clicker on this team.
Yeah, but Centaur has a blade mail up and is so much stronger than this Techie is.
The comms, boys, the comms!
Oh, he's TPing! No! No!
I think he could have fought until everyone had respawned. And they don't get
You know what? This Centaur player is nuts. That was so good.
But I think he could just stay there forever.
He might have, but that was really quick to recognise they'd used all their stunts.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
You've got a genuinely fucking value lad.
For reference, this mate of mine was famous in our group because he managed to achieve 78 XPM as a final XPM on Jakiri.
What? How is that possible?
Oh, we don't know. Still don't know to this day.
And
he was actively playing. He was like, you know, in the game, trying his best.
That's sub-passive. He was so bad, he was below passive. Oh shit!
No passive.
Oh, they scored!
Oh,
that's terrible. Terrible.
92nd minute!
Let's give from our predictions.
I thought you got a little bit of passive XP. Nothing?
Well,
yeah, you're right. You don't get anything.
You get some from
passive gold.
I thought you got like 1 or 2 ticks an occasion. Even just standing around, but no, I guess not. I mean, now with the brain rune, he's fucking loving life. Jonas going in hard in defense of Messi. That's a surprise. I thought you'd hate him, Jonas. I thought the Argentinian people would despise Messi. One of the worst players ever to kick a ball. Bam! Goal! Oh, shit.
Oh, slipped on the... That's unlucky.
Oh, they're going to book him for taking his top off. Ronaldo's like, well done, son. That was all me. They all talk shit to each other. That's not Messi. Every single fucking pro player is giving it large. Because what are you going to fucking hide? Come on. You got to talk shit. You're Lionel Messi. They fucking kicking him up in the air all game. I'd be giving him shit as well. But they all do it. I mean, they're, you know, Jesus.
They're competitive players. They're going to shit talk.
And they fucking, you're literally meant to, for 90 minutes. Oh shit, the checks are in! Oh, what was that?
Oh, what a shit.
Wait!
Hold up.
Wait!
Get out of the way, ref, you prick! Oh, what a ball!
That's a very, very poor effort.
Right. Reckon that's it then?
Well, no, there's probably a bit more time because the Portuguese spent about 3 minutes celebrating.
Rashid Wallace. Never heard of him. HL Madlarkin, you've got to remember, we're not in America now. We're in the UK. This Twitch stream features people from the UK. So no, I don't know who the fuck Rashid Wallace is. Are you talking about Clint Dempsey or whatever, like he's a fucking amazing commentator. You guys are crazy. I've seen all the TikToks of them asking Americans what is the most watched sporting event globally. They always go, Super Bowl! It's a Super Bowl! Not even fucking close.
I was interested in learning that, did you know the second most watched sport?
So after football?
Yeah.
Probably cricket.
This is not that. Cricket is, but the third most watched.
Let me think.
Quite...
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Are we counting things like horse racing and golf and shit like that?
I don't know, to be honest. I didn't make the list.
Oh, isn't it cycling?
No, mate.
What is it?
Ice hockey.
Interesting.
I mean, they play it all over, anywhere cold, don't they?
Yeah, true.
Basketball very big in Europa as well. And handball.
Yeah. I do. Handball is very fun to watch the Olympics, but I think if I watched it more than that, I'd probably get sick of it. I feel bad for the keepers because they just look like such wallies. There's nothing they can do, right?
They didn't even have an advantage.
Up to them and just they jump, do like 3 screws in the backflip, and then just slam it in the top corner.
Well, he's a goalie because he can use his hands. We all can. What does he get? Well, he stands in goal, doesn't he? They should give him bigger hands. I think that's the only way. The foam hands with pointy fingers on the ends. Most watched sporting event worldwide. The top 10 are in 15th, the NCAA Final Four. That's the college, national college. Is that basketball? NCAA? Men's basketball. That's like the college game.
Is it basketball?
I think the Final Four is like the Final Four. The World Series, that's the final 7 games of the World Series. The Masters, that's the golf. Kentucky Derby, is in 12th. World Cup of Rugby in 11th. The NBA Finals in 10th. Wimbledon in 9th. The Super Bowl in 8th. The UEFA Champions League Final. And bear in mind, the jump up here is between 15th and Wimbledon. Like, between Wimbledon at 25.6 million, the NCAA Final Four, 14.7. So quite similar. Then we go up by a factor of just over 4 for the Super Bowl, 115 million. Then we go up again by a factor of 4 for the Champions League final, 450 million. Then Winter Games, Summer Games, 2 billion apiece. That's the Olympics. Women's World Cup, 2 billion. Cricket World Cup, 2.6 billion. Tour de France, 3.5 billion. World Cup of Football, 5 billion. It's pretty mad.
It's still crazy to me how big the Tour de France is.
Yeah, it's huge. I don't know why.
3.5 billion is insane.
It's just fucking... I don't know.
Where are they?
People fucking
I genuinely
love
had
it.
no idea that I was among the majority.
And do they count some lad who just put it on for 5 minutes?
I don't know how they count it. I don't know. I don't know if I watch every game of the Football World Cup, does that count as, 30 views? Or?
I mean, I don't know if we're skewing the numbers, but when Tour de France is on, we have it on 3 different screens around the house, so wherever you go, you can just check in on it.
Joshua, Tech Television 2. Check TV 2, I've got a different view on that one.
3.5 billion.
I've hit the red button.
Is obviously like almost half.
Yeah, it's a long event though, right? It's not a one night thing.
Yeah.
It's many weeks of cycling.
As in, I'm sure at least for every Tour de France that I remember, it's probably been on and I've walked past it at some point.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law fucking loves the Tour de France.
It is nice. It is nice to have on, but it's just an exploration of the French countryside. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a really pleasant event to watch.
It is.
It's lovely views. It's people. It's quite hype when it gets hype, and otherwise it's just quite chill.
The problem I have is the fucking dickhead fans jumping out in the way. Christ.
They did the new season of the Tour de France Netflix show. The final episode, Jumbo-Visma really pissed off the French fans, and they're booing and throwing shit at the Jumbo-Visma car as it's going past. Holy fuck! I'm glad they didn't do that to the cyclists.
That was terrible.
What's the Jumbo what car? What?
Jumbo-Visma is a team, and they're the.
Oh, I see.
They were winning, and they're
Jumbo-Visma.
Yeah, what did I say?
No, I'm saying Jumbo-Visma.
That?
Yeah, that's their team name, I believe.
Jumbo-Visma.
What does Visma mean?
What's a Visma? Jumbo-Visma. Team Visma. It's a Dutch professional bicycle racing team. Successor of Rabobank. What the fuck is a Jumbo-Visma?
They're very boring and professional. They're like how Asher was talking earlier about the football fans who are they have no fucking passion. It's all just 5% better here. Do this, 2% better there. No fucking heart.
So they're not called Jumbo-Visma anymore, bud.
Are they not?
They're Visma Lisa Bike.
Wow, that's a shit name.
Yeah.
I'm still calling them Jumbo-Visma.
Talking of Lisa bikes, I'm a known Lime rider, PFlax.
It was one of the best pictures ever taken by anyone.
It was surprisingly good for me being like sort of gently swaying.
The soft focus, the dark skyline, the gentle light.
I didn't know you took it.
And the
you were looking at me. Like,
yeah, but I didn't even notice. I should not have been on that bike. I should not have been on that bike.
No.
When I passed the sobriety test to ride the Lime, I was like, "Fuck this app is dog shit." Somebody posted, "Why does this go so hard? What the fuck?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's just a good pick. It's just the light and everything. It just looks really good." And then you got this bold cunt on a bike in the foreground. It's a shame. How do Lime bikes actually work? Well, Larry, you get the Lime app. I don't work for Lime. This is just how it works. You get the app. You sign in. You got a payment thing on there. You bring up the app, and it has a map of where all the bikes are in your neighborhood, right? You go up to it. You hit scan. And then you literally scan a QR code on the bike. And it says, you know, you got to pay. You hit yes. And then it goes ding, ding, ding. Unlocks the bike. And it activates. And now you can ride the bike. And as you pedal it, it just goes. Like because it's electric, it goes actually surprisingly fast. It just sort of takes off on you. It's a hold.
It is a hold. And only one buyback used as a support sniper. But Peter Jakobsen could still beat them up here.
Like, they are big, heavy bikes. Oh, hello. David doing work.
The kiting is so strong. Ooh, no.
Wow.
The crossing of the tides. That was cool.
Hello, Ruta. Can we get an exclamation mark Ruta in chat, or she'll be cross with me when I see her in July? Thank you, Ashwin.
Nay bother, mate.
Well, they're quick anyway. Quicker than, like, you can just sort of barely pedal them and you're like, and you're away. I got one the other day, quite near my house. Fucking tyres were flat. I was going along and it was going, I was like, what's wrong with this thing? And I looked down and both the tyres were completely flat. So I did a quick pit stop, pulled over, end that ride, cost me £1, fuck off. Got on the next one that was next to it, and off we went.
Now, quick, I apart from when Ashwin stuck me on one in Birmingham, I've never used the sort of rent bikes.
I feel better riding them than I do the scooters now, because the scooters feel like a death trap. I did them a few times, and I was like, this is silly. I'm gonna kill myself.
I despise everyone who rides an electric scooter. You're awful people. Fuck yourselves.
You hate Joe.
I hate Joe.
Oh,
I
wow.
fucking hate the electric scooters. Genuinely.
To be fair,
Bam.
Joe's is not a scooter. It's a mono-wheel skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got an issue so long as you're not doing it like at max speed when there's just a pedestrian trying to fucking mind their own business.
Yep. And on a fucking pavement.
And you're like fucking saying, "Excuse me, mate.
Yeah.
Can you get out of the way, please?"
It's
okay.
ridiculous.
No, you're not meant to be here, son. Get on the road.
Yeah. Oh, exciting news.
Oh, yeah?
I am going on a holiday this summer to France and Italy. Little bit of time in each.
Nice.
Guess who I am seeing when I am in Italy?
Yoso.
Yoso. I'm
amazing.
going to Liguria, which is apparently his home area, and I'm going to see him there. I'm excited. We'll get to see Yoso.
It's going to be amazing.
Yoso jam. Just a two-man jam.
I was going to speak to you about Frida Fur because I didn't.
Oh, what did you think?
About it. First of all, I mentioned that I did see the Pope, but I only saw him once.
Oh.
I think maybe they'd cut back on the Pope a little
Maybe
bit.
they
I did
have.
see a portrait of the Pope, but he only showed up in the show once, the Viking.
Where he comes out of the water, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. He's in a few other shows. Also, the shows do change. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the shows.
Yeah.
What the difference was between the shows that I had and the shows.
Did you see L'Oiseau de Fantôme?
I did.
Isn't
I
that
did.
amazing?
No, there was no Pope in that.
No.
I don't know if there was a Pope in that when you were there.
No.
That was great. I was waiting for the vultures to show up. So I remember you talking about vultures.
Yeah.
Vultures are pretty fucking neat. They got loads of vultures.
Yeah, they're big. And they send a fucking hawk out into the crowd. He lands on a member of the audience sometimes. That happened when we were watching.
There was I think it was a falcon or something. You landed on someone.
So we were like, it happens every time. We're like, everybody goes crazy, and I'm thinking, I wonder if that's just a plant. And the guy there is like, I cannot believe it. It just landed on me again. I'm here every day, and every day it lands on me. Yeah, but I thought it was a banger. Puy de Fou was great fun.
Yeah, there were a few new shows that they had, I think, compared to what you were there for. One of my favorites was something called Le Mime et l'Étoile, which means the mime and the star.
Okay.
And it was like some romance thing between a mime and an actress or whatever. I didn't think I'd like it at all, but like the staging in Puy de Fou is so impressive.
Oh man, yeah.
The way they I was saying, like, it must be so fun to be an engineer there, because you just get to make the most insane creations all the time.
It's crazy. What's this? What's this centaur got?
Well
what's this centaur got, Gito? Real quick, is Gito still here? There. Okay. I got room for another heart in there. All right. Sorry. Carry on.
Do you know the little like experiences thing or whatever they call it that you go through? It's like the things where you just walk through it. It's not like a show.
I don't remember. Maybe I honestly don't remember. It was a few years ago now.
Okay, mate. Those are really good as well. In fact, some of them I thought were better than the shows themselves.
I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
I know my kids really, really enjoyed it. I don't think popping the mines does anything hungry like the wolf, because it's a separate unit. Techies wouldn't take damage. Do. Come on. Up he goes.
Oh shit, there's Timbers. Oh, he's out. Fucking hell. That was very aggressive.
Oh, was he X'd?
I think he blinked, but he might have been X'd. It was very quick either way.
The voice for Wyvern is far better than the hero. It's a really cool voice, and then you got this fucking Wyvern. What a lame-ass hero. Get it out of the game.
That's no, by the way. This is 52 minutes.
Yeah,
less than 1k lead.
I know.
Pretty fucking impressively close.
This is only game 2, Blake.
Fuck these guys.
Just if the games are hype, I mean. 50 kills in a fucking hour game? Come on. They're playing like it's GTI finals. Mmm! Oh! Oh!
They've got the fleet coming. Oh! The boat's going each way.
Go ship fleet, motherfuckers! And the tide. Tide is high and I'm on the run. Oh shit, Yemus Prime goes down. In a timber chain. There's a disarm on the Ursa. Larald Llama's rolled up. Gunner's trying to do things to his body. Very difficult. They got the X off. Larald in grave peril. This is a long-range timber shat at this point. Wow! Bit of a camera change there. Worked. They got 3 for nothing. High ground is a problem here.
The Techie's high ground is strong.
I mean, that was about a 5-minute hold. What they could have done was farmed a bunch of items in that time. Just a thought.
I was saying that was about 5 minutes of Kunkka stunning them all.
You're just standing there achieving nothing.
Yeah.
Matey Potati, which part of Italy do you live in? We could have a 3-way meet-up. Yoso, Matey, any other Italian goons? Oh no, don't invite Matey, I don't like him. He was very rude to my mama. Sorry, I just had that message from Yoso. You're disinvited. Emilia Romagna.
That does sound like someone I put on my pasta.
That is actually not far from where I'm going to be, but too far, really. I'm going to be in Liguria.
Holy
That's
shit.
fine, I don't want to see him either, says Matey. Massive overreaction. I don't want to see him either. I don't like him. He's a dead to me. He is, how you say, a scum. I'm just saying you a scum compared to Krusty. It's 5 hours of car. Yeah, fuck 5 hours of car. It's silly when people say, oh, I'm going to be in your country. And you're like, oh yeah, whereabouts? 8 hours away. Liability is in danger here.
But Shadow Demon's gone down first.
Yeah, he is dead. No, OG Star Fox, I don't want to see you, no offense. Don't know you. Don't know you. Random boosted noob. Do-do-do-do.
Are you south of France, even?
South of France, north of Italy, yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
My parents are there at the moment.
You're what?
My parents are there at the moment. I think they're in Florence right now.
Look at David's attack speed.
And all of that is going into his attack range, which is actually a pretty sick one, but Roche could kill him with a Bashalty. Boring, he swapped aggro.
I love the way these two are the ones having to do this. There is a centaur around.
Yeah, on the other team. Holy shit.
Oh, man. Just a smoke on the deck. How did those two do that? That was such a fucking baller play. Look at that. What was a 1k lead is now an 11k lead for Looney Goons.
Yeah, they're
doing it.
Unironically, David is kind of putting out the deeps.
Without Josh here, we can have all the port and simnel cake we desire. Simnel cake.
You wouldn't have port and simnel cake at the same time. Come on now. Be realistic.
You would not dare have the Simnel cake without.
Joshua, we're going away for maybe 3 weeks. If you eat all the simnel cake, we shall find out on our return and you shall be in furious trouble. Yes, Mater. Yes, Mater. That simnel cake is for rescue dogs and Ukrainian refugees only.
Yeah, we didn't actually have simnel cake this year. We had simnel muffins. I was very disappointed.
Simnel muffins, Mater?
And simnel cupcakes, maybe. Yeah.
Simnel cupcakes at that? This country's gone to the dogs, and our home with it.
I was disappointed.
I'm just imagining the fucking Dudley from Harry Potter at his birthday in the first movie. I don't know if you remember the scene.
Oh shit, they're gonna get Laurel.
13 presents. Last year I got 14.
Oh shit.
It's an instant death for Laurel. Did not press his D.
No, forgot to D. Forgot to D up.
Mayor there, and Larry is also in trouble. No, Larry's dead. Sorry, liability is just wandering
He's
about.
alright.
I suppose.
I'm just getting a little walkabout. Buyback from Laurel.
Oh god, the clicks! Peter Jakobsen is just getting chased by the techies clicks.
Oh, the curse!
David, stay away from the curse, whatever you do.
I feel like there's split on targets here a little bit. David needs help. He's eating the cheese. They're on the Kunka. He's dead.
You got him.
Goatastic also in trouble. David on the run. Liability chasing hard. Go up. Yes. David is stunned for a while. He's in trouble.
Liability is gonna be a tough.
Do some clicking.
Kill.
Pew pew
Can I see
pew pew
liability? How much
pew.
health? 4,000.
David gets him. David does gets him. There's a buyback from Larry. A buyback from Admiral Fluffles also. Why does David have Ags as a right clicker? It takes a long time to get to your final form. And I'll be honest with you, if you're losing the game, I think the Ags is a really good way to just stall the game out so you can get where you need to be. That's my opinion.
I think against triple melee core it's okay. I would not have built it personally.
But Plague, you don't play turkeys.
No, but I do play pos ones.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
The problem.
You gotta fill. You're wearing many hats as a techies player.
They can jump Fluffles here with a spyback from Centaur. I'd be very afraid if I was this Kunker. If he goes down, the game is over. He's everything that defends techies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they've realised it. They're fucking off.
Why? Can I see Ursa for a sec there, please, Godot?
Who's that, sorry?
Ursa. What's going on here?
He's waiting to eat his eggs until he can finish MKV, which is a bit strange, but fair enough.
Huh. Whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit odd, but it's not like it doesn't. I don't think it makes that much difference. None of the components of MKB are that strong.
Playing techies is nothing like wearing a hat on a hat, mech boy. We're not going to hat on a hat this. Oh, hello.
Fucking hat on a hat, my god.
Snip her down! Larry expending his entire ult on his staircase.
And then he procs the techies bombs and dies.
Oh!
Oh, the techies go down!
On him, he's down!
Oh, they got his ass, but they trade Pango for it. Oh, this Centaur's too strong now without techies, I think. Don't, Fluffles, don't drag the Centaur closer.
Oh, shit!
My god.
What happened there? They're double banished.
Yeah, it's a bug with SD ulti and SDQ. Oh my god, they killed Ursa. What the hell?
Ah!
Centaur.
The
This
bit
timber
rate.
is so strong.
Timber very large. Ah!
Oh, Yima's pride ease himself instead of his Centaur. Someone come kill this timber.
Jesus!
Oh my god.
Cheeto's been drinking. Oh, they kill him now.
Good halberds. I think this is a lot of diebacks for Dire. Only Timber can respawn. Go, 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 Radiant, go!
Rastika's now sharing games with you, Cheeto. FYI. Oh, I'm drinking to numb the pain. Also with my sore mouth.
Right,
hello.
10 Techies bombs. He doesn't have many set up. That's it, I think.
$60-minute items.
8 seconds on Cook. Oh, they're going Techies again! Oh my god, they whistle!
David.
No way, they got him.
David.
It was a bit of a Cinny. Not a Cinny, sorry, a Gibson. Very important distinction. Are they going to kill Ursa? No, don't you do that! Gotastic, no! No, why would you do that? That has to be GG. They cancelled. What is? Oh, they didn't cancel.
Wow.
What was that GG?
I feel like they definitely didn't need to call that.
I respect Timber not cancelling it though. Good on you, lad.
Why did he call it? Was he the captain? He's not even the captain.
I mean, I think they still lost, but when they called it, neither of the tier 4s have taken any damage.
No!
And 2 of their heroes were like 10 seconds from respawning. And Kunka was one of them. That is crazy.
That is, play of the day!
Yeah, that has to be. That must be rigged. Someone's gambling on Radiant there.
Well, paging Goat-tastic to the chat. Wait, Gito, wait! I have to remove you from the... There. You are safe to act. I don't want to reveal the secrets of the in-houses. Go. Oh, well, that was shambolic. I want to hear from Goatastic an explanation for what was presumably, certainly looked like it, a unilateral GG. I would say only the captains can call GG, but then Jonnyboi is quite often a captain, and we would never end the games. But, and maybe it was discussed with the team, I don't know. But the lads should definitely have called it. I really don't think they needed to, because, like you said, they had a couple of heroes coming up pretty soon. Could have held them off. A pretty classic Daviding all round.
Yeah, the no BKB is it's a choice. It's a choice he made, and he was punished for it.
There's a hell of a quote from Senator Tom Cotton here. Men are simple creatures. It doesn't take much to please us. The problem is women. Divorce is almost always their fault. They refuse to be satisfied by what God has given them. Unless they've been victims of domestic violence, they should not be allowed to divorce. Interesting. I'm on board with that. My vote goes to Senator Tom Cotton. I wonder which state he represents. California.
You think that guy's insane, but I've heard the opinion that no women should ever be allowed to be divorced, even if there is domestic abuse.
Yeah, seems fair.
Because something about leaving a kid in a abusive relationship is better than a kid having
definitely untrue. Definitely
parents.
Untrue. Do. I mean, God willed it, mate. I'm just saying, who are we to intervene?
Yep.
Couldn't you use that defense for anything? If we're going to go down that route?
I'm sure someone's tried.
Well, my lad, yes, I stabbed him 19 times, but God willed it. Well, case closed. Let him go. Let him go. Did you guys pay for the extra bits of the Deserts of Druid?
Yes, I did.
How much is it?
Absolutely.
I used the discount, and it was like £5, I think. Maybe £5 or £6.
Shit, maybe I'll have to do it. How much is a view in store? 12 quid!
You can use your discount. Don't you have a discount?
What discount? Oh, wait.
You have, if you got 10
Have
out of
your
10
coins.
Crown Full Store coins, you click it. It gives you a discount.
Is that half price or nearly?
Right. Excellent.
And then you get another discount later, so don't buy them both at once.
Alright, noted. I will purchase. Add funds. I spent all that 250 quid I got. Isn't that always the way? Bunch of games I deeply regretted buying. I would like to return to my transaction, please. Excellent. The Deserts of Druid. Unlocking that one.
Did you already do the Act 1 one?
Yeah, I did. The whole thing. The Broken Belt. Quest complete. I've been playing a lot of Dotes. I've got a lot of tokens.
Dotes has been popular this patch.
It's been really a good patch.
Played nothing but Dotes for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
No other games.
It's
And
been
some
a
people
really
played
fun
nothing but
patch.
Dotes. I played nothing but Lime.
Oh shit, I need to get in the right channel. Lads, we've got a channel up.
Yes.
It's actually a bit of a shame that you only buy it now because there's it's actually going to give you no new heroes to play. You're just going to be able to redeem everything with the points you currently have.
for 78 months.
Like a Baby, Macboy, G-Font, Mitchie, Eagle, Sed Hep, Heretic, Winston, codename Duchess, and Vertzag. Full Goon versus Gorroth Lovers. Yes! Ashwin typing. Her favourite.
I'm just giving a little debrief to my mates.
A classic of the genre. All good in the hood. Why does Eri have to try to be cool?
That's what I mean. You just don't aim to be cool. If you can't hack it.
Stop being cool. Damn.
What?
The Triforce podcast has 10,000 ratings and is rated 5.0. That's very sweet.
Wow. Completely undeserved. Garbage.
Thank you, Josh.
You're very welcome.
You are correct. Full Goon. And it's a moon with my face in it. I see what they've done there. The Gorroth Lovers banner
It's
is...
astoundingly low effort.
It is.
First of all, they didn't even make that
your
picture.
head the moon, but they just put your head in a moon.
Yeah. I, of course, am not one of the goons. That's the whole point.
Why did they use a photo of you where you got headphones?
You can't even see my bald head in quite the same way. And yes, the Gorroth picture is not
and then
theirs.
Gorroth Lovers. Gorroth just sat in the corner.
Both not theirs, and it's terribly cropped.
Well done. Well done, the lads. Well done, the lads. Eri says, was in a record shop at a market in Cardiff yesterday and almost bought a copy of Enter the Wu-Tang in honour of Hoz. Oh my god, they banned Warlock? How can they call themselves Gorroth Lovers when they... This is unacceptable.
We don't give out OBPs very often, but
That's a
Northern.
decent effort at spelling that, Gido. I know what you mean. The word you were trying to use is appalling.
Sacrilege.
We should cancel this in-house this week. I mean, I'd be down for that.
Oh yeah. Should we just hop on Dotes right now?
Hop on Dotes.
On that note, I'm not here next week, so you can find another S-tier guest to replace me with.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm off on hold, mate.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm meandering my way through the north of the green.
You get like Gabe or something in, not lyrical Newell.
Can you imagine we got Gabe Newell?
The viewership would stay exactly the same as
that no other people would watch. We'd have to the marketing for this stream is so poor. Maybe I need to do...
You didn't even announce Quinn that far ahead of time.
I said the day before, I think, right?
Or was it the day before?
But I didn't want to like. He was like, yeah, I'll try to do it. So I didn't want to be like, oh, Quinn's doing it.
It wasn't a firm commitment. And, that's
he was like, yeah, I should be good for that. I was like, I don't want to say it's the Quinn houses and do a big thing about it, and then he doesn't make it.
Especially because he's only there for one game.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like he knew what he was getting himself into. He knew one game was acceptable.
I reckon we had enough conversation for 2, but 3 would have been a push.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Yeah, how much did you guys talk about the game last week?
No, not a huge amount.
That's good.
Radiant must choose. Dire's turn to pick. Tide Hunter.
Oh, I loved. I fucking love the Lil Tide and Big Tide.
Last night on your stream was the first Tide I've seen this patch.
Yeah.
I played Lil Big Tide and it was very fun.
You don't see him much. I played him as Lil Big Tide, and I don't think that facet is good.
No,
but it was fun.
What's the other one? I thought
The other one is you gain damage with Anchor Smash kills. So it was the same as the thing from the previous patch, I think.
You gain armor from Anchor Smash kills, isn't that? Or like block from Kraken Shell.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if it was damage, I would have taken that shit.
Yeah. It was something. I mean, I honestly don't think his facets are great. But the hero was okay. I mean, essentially, the turning point in the game was I bought a Radiance, and it just did help a little bit against the PL. And the Ags and the Radiance just... I looked...
Honestly, I feel like the big point in that game is Legion just just being able to kill whatever she wanted to kill.
But the problem was that the PL was still a struggle. Like, even if we went in and got the duel on him, it wasn't quite working. But I mean, I'm not talking about overall for our team. I'm just saying from the perspective of the game as Tide, it was really shit early on. But as the game went on, I looked at the final score and I received like 200k damage, and did like the second most damage on our team, just by building Shivas and Radiance and just waddling about. And it does get to the point when you get higher level where you're so fucking big and you do genuinely, seemingly absorb more damage. But the fact is like, Anchor Smash is slightly bigger range, but it's not that much bigger. You look at everything else. I mean, Techie's fucking attack range is bigger than the screen, and you Anchor Smash it per level goes up like a tickle. So, it just wasn't very impressive, really. Oh. A Cine Classic. Great OD game, lads.
It is a fantastic necro counter at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the facets thing, this is like day 3 or 4 or whatever, if you think about their development of the facets, where some of them are clearly too strong, some of them are too weak. If you give this patch, I mean, I think this patch is one of the most exciting Dota patches I've played in a long time.
Agreed.
Like, the big map was not exciting. If anything, it was like, the map's bigger, and it was sort of like, yikes. But now that we've gotten used to it, I can't really imagine going back to the smaller map. I feel like the big map now is actually fine. But it's because the game has kind of expanded to fit that big map, and heroes seem to be much cooler and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't mind the map being bigger and maybe some of the games being slightly longer, because everybody's playing for something with their facets or their builds. It's so much more variety in the heroes picked and the roles they play. It is definitely power creep, Gino, because like Lion is meant, his whole thing was meant to be, he's got an instant stun, and Finger is quite good for finishing things off.
Yeah, no, it's 100% power.
Like now it's like, Lion can punch people to death. It's like pretty silly, but I like it because now it's fun playing those heroes. Like, it's just, the game is more interesting and exciting, and I love all these crazy builds, and I personally think that, it's going to be very hard to balance this shit, but that's part of the fun of Dota, really, is that as long as they are active in the patch and keep patching and changing and refining, it doesn't feel bad. The problem is when they're like, we're working on a big update, and all the updates kind of freeze while they're doing that. And if you think about the patch before this one, fuck me, that was a long time. And it really was getting... I had some great games on that patch, but it was getting fucking stale at the end. So I really do love this patch. I think it's excellent. Absolutely delivered. Well worth the wait, even if that wait did feel interminable at points. I really hoped Birmingham was going to be on a new patch. That really would have been exciting. And now we've got the patch. We've got some good tourneys coming up and stuff. So I'm excited to see what the pros do. But some of the stuff is so busted, it's kind of funny. Mitchie has taken Kraken Shell. Gains permanent damage block when an enemy hero dies. So if he gets... This is why I didn't take this. Let's say he gets 3 kills with Anchor Smash. That's only 12 damage block. And at max level, Kraken Shell is blocking for 70. So it's not that much. It's like, okay.
But because you don't have to actually get the kill with Kraken Shell. with the Anchor Smash. It's just they have to be under the effect of.
Right. It
So
does last 6 seconds, so don't get me wrong,
I think
something.
it is, because I remember when this was a level 20 talent, and it was pretty sick.
Right.
So I have a lot of faith in it, but I think they may have nerfed it because it's no longer a talent, and it's just there from the start.
Yeah.
So I don't know anymore.
It's okay. I
think if it was good, I'd be seeing more tides, is my typical way of looking at it.
But I will also say, honestly, I feel like at any point in any patch, there's some hero that they haven't really done much to, and it's like, oh shit, this guy's busted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there'll be like some minor adjustment to a hero, and everyone's like, wait a second, this was good all along, and we didn't even notice. So it's pretty funny. I think Lich is pretty fucking solid this patch. I think this hero is fun as hell, man. Been enjoying playing him.
I wonder what my sleep. I don't really have a sleeper hero at the moment. I'm just playing the really strong ones. I haven't discovered like a secret little hidden thing.
Right. Is Lone Druid any good this patch, or?
Oh man, I think he's really bad. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of people got very cool things, and they gave LD his standard ult.
Oh.
Like, that's what they said. You can either have your ult be on your hero, or you can have your ult be on your bear.
Right.
If your ult's on your bear, you just fucking die instantly in
Oh,
every fight.
yeah.
So it's really, you're just playing the same LD as last patch. There's no difference.
Yeah, if we look at the Lich has started with a Sage's Mask. Offers no benefit whatsoever. He doesn't gain mana passively, of course, and there's no stats on Sage's Mask. So, an interesting decision.
It is probably a shit idea, but I think it's okay. Actually, it's not even good for Wraith anymore because you don't cast Skellies.
No,
so you don't use that much mana.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to get Bassy. Yeah, no, that's just shit.
The crazy thing about Lich is the low cooldown of your spells is so nuts. Like in lane, you could just be bazapping.
Yeah, but you can't fight the fucking Enigma.
No.
Look at this shit.
I mean, this is the thing. They don't really have a great answer to Black Hole at all, so that's going to be interesting too. Tough in lane. Oh shit, G-Funk. Oh! Does go down. One more tick of the Firestorm.
I actually think it's genuinely important to have a tick hero versus Shadow Shaver now.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
It's actually worth countering.
Yeah, otherwise he just scurries away, right? Or whoever he casted on scurries away.
Yeah.
I played Wraith King, and holy shit, this hero is strong.
Oh, it's just broken. I don't know what they do to fix it either. I think maybe Spectral Blade shouldn't give you lifesteal. It's a bit too much like stacking health. I don't know. Because I still want the hero to be pickable. So you can't just say Spectral Blade is now a dogshit ability.
Right.
Fuck you.
You gotta just tuck it a little bit, something.
You gotta give it a little bit of a tuck.
Woo! Yes, good point, Beambinder. The Frost Shield talent, the extension is really good against Zoo because every time you kill anything, it extends the duration.
Ton 19 Justre Zubed for 13 months. Thank you for the stream and podcast flash.
I just thought it worked with the ulti. I was like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, Frost Shield too. I mean, it is fun, but the thing is, on the ulti, you think, who cares? But you know when you get all those bounces, this is the opposite one, this is the other one. This is the one where it continues spinning around them. When it bounces in a creep wave and you're like, fuck me, it just killed all the creeps. If it kills the creep with the bounce, it keeps going. So it can be good. And against Zoo, you just chuck the Chain Frost and it's gonna fucking bounce, kill all of their Zoo, and keep going. So I don't think it's too bad. Eagle is in trial, that's top! Gino! Wake up! Unbelievable.
I really like that Wurtzag has blocked his own camp and he's trying to now deward his own sentry and he's getting zoned by these Eidolons and he can't do anything.
He can't do shit. Oh, get the...
It's so miserable.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Agi's in a poor state, right? Agi is definitely the worst of the segments this patch.
Segments?
What would you call them? Attributes, that's the word.
Segments is
Minor morsel.
Bonk. Oh, he's dead. Dead.
Goodbye,
AF.
heretic.
Speaking of, there's
He's not under the effect of Anchor Smash, though.
He's dead, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did he
There's
not?
another
Did he not smash
a
it?
boosted immortal added to the stack.
Who's that?
Ruby Dotes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gabe can't keep getting away with it.
Oxy's very quickly getting there as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The grind has been
It's an
insane.
epidemic.
It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Epidemic of boosted noobs. But you know what it is? Support players. I'm telling you. People are like, oh, it's much harder to get there as a support. Fuck off. Fuck
Mate,
off.
FD Sally got there as a support. He's like legend at best.
Like, support, all you have to do is just do like the most basic shit. And you help your team. And some lad who's actually immortal playing some complicated fucking carry here or some mid shit, they'll pop off. You're just like, oh, actually it's quite hard. I had to stack camps and buy wards. Yeah, fuck off.
And then when they're in your games, none of that's happening.
No, because they have to go play
They're
core.
just wandering about in lane trying to get killed.
Oh, Wurtzag. You are having some troubles.
So, you know Grimace? Do you know who Grimace is?
The McDonald's guy.
The McDonald's mascot, right? The purple guy.
Wow.
Been a meme for a long time. He threw out the first pitch for the Mets. And they haven't lost since. So he's our new... We love him. We love Grimace.
Yeah, I saw your tweet saying you got to retire. What was it, Mr. and Mrs. Met?
Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Met. I mean, are you kidding me?
The only reason I know about Mrs. Met is because there's occasionally tweets getting really horny about Mrs. Met.
Well, now Mrs. Met is fire, but I'm just saying... It's just people with baseballs for heads. And they're wearing a Mets uniform. It's the worst fucking mascot. The other thing is, when the Mets score a home run at Citi Field, a giant apple comes out of the ground. A giant apple. Because we're in the Big Apple. It's like the most basic... It's like the Mika Richards japery. It's just basic. We could do better. The Mets fans saw Mr. and Mrs. Met. Whatever. And you've got all these other sort of iconic fucking mascots. And we've got Mr. Met. Well, how'd you come up with the name? Well, he's a guy and he likes the Mets.
You know they did so many consultations for Mr. Met. They spent weeks designing that.
What do we think about Mr. and Mrs. Met? Yeah, they're okay. Is anyone offended by Mr. and Mrs. Met? No. We're going with that one. Grimace is out. What about the Burger King fans? We don't want to piss them off. Or the vegetarians. Or the people who hate the colour purple. You guys are going to have to fill. My jaw is aching. Please talk.
Oh, right. I was just sort of chilling and
Whoa,
watching.
Yeah, I know.
ravage.
It is game 3. We're all fatigued. Poor old Gito's been having a fucking obs this shit. Deeply regretting being roped into being the obser. So much that in protest, Gito is now deliberately missing kills. I got him.
You got him.
You get him! You know, when I see the word mech boy, I think femboy. That's all I think. Mech boy.
Interesting.
Like femboy.
What?
It's like a femboy thing. That's all you see it all over. Loads of people's names are femboy this, femboy that. I see femboy, and then I see mech boy.
I understand the concept of a femboy. I'm
Right.
familiar.
So I'm
I
thinking,
just don't see the mech boy.
because what if a mech boy is like a femboy but for robots?
That's actually a fair sort of...
No, don't.
There's definitely the robot femboy crossover king.
I'm just
for sure.
saying. You get those people that are into like aeroplanes and shit.
Plane boy.
Plane boy.
Boeing boy. Sexy.
Boeing boy. He's already dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He starts the game dead. And everyone playing with him is dead
conversation
too.
For you, which is the most stale bit of conversation you've ever heard. Plague, do you remember? Do you remember in Birmingham when we were discussing the different type of rooms that were possible?
Yes, a Matthew conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of rooms in what?
We came up with different classes of rooms.
Okay. Like living
So
room,
you've got-
bathroom,
Yeah, but
bedroom,
even tighter than that.
kitchen.
In a house.
Okay.
In a house, you have your regular. Oh my god, I don't even remember the rules now.
Give me some
You have a
examples.
regular room, which is like a shed. No, sorry, you have a regular room, which is like a
Shed is not a room.
No, okay, so a shed is a room, but it's a house room.
No, it's not
So
a room.
A shed is a room.
It's
but
not a room. It's a
also
freestanding structure. What do you mean it's a
mate,
room?
Mate, I don't make the rules.
Oh, well, yeah, well, you've got to play by the rules. They have to make
I don't make the
sense.
rules.
A shed is not a room. A shed is clearly not a room.
Stairs are not a room.
No.
Because stairs are a transitioning.
Yes, just like a corridor is
mechanism
not a room.
Between rooms. So there's a new class of room, which is now a void space. A void space is anything which is something which you use to get from place to place. So, for example, an airplane is not an airplane; it's a void space.
No, it's not.
I remember the conclusion we came to is that a car is a room.
No.
But you're now saying a car is a void space.
No, it's not.
Car's a void space,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, if we're trying to make sense here, I'll stop protesting. But if you're actually trying to logic this out, then this is all gibberish. But if you just want to,
what's gibberish about this logic?
what's gibberish about? How is a car a room? Name another
A car
mobile
is a
room.
It's an enclosed space.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter an enclosed space. Then is a coffin a room? Is a hole I dig in the ground a room?
It is a shed.
It's not a shed. A shed is a freestanding structure. A shed is not a room.
Yeah, no, but a shed is a class of. It is a room.
It's not a room.
It's a specific class of room, which is. It's got one room in it. It's a one-room room.
No.
A one-room house.
It's not a room.
I remember this conversation
is a shed.
started
A cabinet
at
is a shed, for
A
example.
coffin is not a shed.
But, for example, if you had a chest of drawers, that's a house.
Ow! Oh! Why'd you make me laugh? You dick. Oh, I opened my mouth really wide and now it hurts. Ow. My jaw.
I remember this conversation started because we were trying to find a topic that sounded like a Matthew conversation starter, and then it was an hour and a spoons arguing over this shit.
This started beforehand as well. It was longer than that.
Was it?
Listen, a room has to be a part of a house or other place where you might work or live or conceivably is static in some way. That is not a freestanding addition to an existing structure specifically for storage. Because otherwise a bike shed is a room. It's not. It's a bike shed. We don't call it the bike room. A bike room would be a room in a building that had loads of bicycles in.
Mate.
It's not a room. No.
You don't call the toilet room.
You call it the bathroom.
Well, if it's just got a toilet in it, then there's no bath, mate.
People still call it that. I'm going to look up a room.
About,
room on
what
Wikipedia.
What about the kitchen? Who's saying the kitchen room?
Room. In a building or ship, a room is any enclosed space within a number of walls to which entry is possible only via a door or other dividing structure.
So what is it?
In a building.
A shed is a building.
The entrance connects it to either a passageway, another room, or the outdoors. The space is typically large enough for several people to move about.
What was that? What was that last bit?
The entrance connects it to either a passageway, another room, or the outdoors.
Exactly.
You're saying a shed is a room. A shed is not a room. It's a little freestanding structure.
You've lost the plot, haven't
I
you?
haven't. You're out of your mind. A shed is not a room.
You've got no idea. You're a fucking idiot.
You can't just put a shed down and say that's a room. What is that? A one-room apartment? It's a fucking shed.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly that.
You're finally getting
A shed is typically a simple
Aside,
single-story
Ashton and I are gonna become
roofed
landlords.
structure, often used for storage or hobbies or as a workshop, and typically serves as an outbuilding. An outbuilding, sometimes called accessory buildings or a dependency, is a building that is a part of a residential or agricultural complex, but detached from the main sleeping and eating areas. That's what makes it separate. It's not
What are
part
you
of the
talking
main
about? It
structure.
can still be a room, though.
No, it's not a room.
It can. Look, I'm not disputing it's an outbuilding. I'm just saying it also fits the definition of a room.
It does not. It does not.
I'm sorry, the science is already complete on this.
No, the science is not
I
complete.
was just informing you of the news.
Well, it's intriguing, but it's bullshit.
All you need to know is there's 3 different classes of rooms. You've got. Oh shit! No, I've gotten confused now.
You fucked yourself up, yeah. Wasn't it? There's a basic room, and then there's the shed, which is a type of room.
No, you've got 3 different classes of spaces.
Right.
Sorry,
yeah,
not
yeah.
rooms. You've got a house, which is a place with rooms. You've got a shed, which is a room house. You've got a void space, which is any way you transition between those two. And then there's also a new thing, which is some new research coming up.
Room house.
Where you
New
can
research.
somehow incorporate outside spaces. So any outside space is something like a garden, maybe. We need a new definition.
The issue I have is that you're saying anything where you transition between 2 places is itself a room, therefore a plane is a room. But that's not true. Because those things that you're listing, a car, a plane, are almost entirely used in external settings.
Yeah, that was the point. So we were wrong with the initial presumption that these were rooms, and now they have become void spaces.
But they're not void
Yeah.
spaces. They're vehicles. There's already a category for them. They're not rooms.
They're just used. They are like stairs.
All right, mate. I've got a
They're just
question
used to
for
get
you.
from
What
A
about
to
a
B.
what about a caravan?
That's a complicated question.
Is
I'm
that a
glad you're
room?
asking that. Well, I mean, it depends what it's used for. If you
What
use
about
it
a
to just
Winnebago?
Go
It's
from A to B.
stationary, it's
If
a
you
room.
live in it, then it's a room.
What about a Winnebago?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like one of those big vans where you live in it. Is that a room? It's moving.
I think it's a room, yeah.
So what
We might have to go back
differentiates
to the
it from a
scientists on
van?
this one.
Which is you're saying a car or a van can be a room.
I'm saying if its primary use is to go from A to B. You can dance in your staircase if you wanted to. It doesn't make it the primary use.
But it's also not a room.
It's a void space, isn't it?
It's not a void space, it's a staircase.
It's-
Why are you recategorizing these things? We already know what they are. It's a staircase.
No, it's just look. I've simplified.
You haven't. This is far more complicated.
Every single thing in space-time into 4 categories. Is that not impressive?
No, because it's fucking shit. This might be the worst piece of science you've ever done.
Look, wait until the YouTube video is out.
I can't wait.
We'll prove you wrong.
Downvoting the fuck out of it.
This was brought up because you needed.
I didn't bring this up. You brought it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, this tends to be a conversation. This was just you informing me void space has now been designated as a category, and then the context of why we needed to do this.
It's a great combo. I might take this to the Triforce.
That's the only thing.
It's gold. I mean, it's exactly the kind of shit we argue about.
What's happened in this game?
A lot of
Big
fighting.
team fights, but
Is the ISS a series of rooms, or is it a void space?
the
I
rocket
think
to
it's
the
a series of
ISS would
rooms.
be the void space, right?
I think it's a
That's
house.
exclusively used for.
You think the ISS is a house?
Yeah,
Interesting. It's moving.
yeah, but
At incredible
it's
speed.
definitely not used to get from A to B.
A to B is
It's-
from one side of the Earth to the other. What are you chatting?
Yeah, but people don't use it for that.
Well, apparently they are.
What? Someone like, do you mind, man? I need to get off the other side of the planet.
I want to go look at
Just-
Africa.
Just hops on.
If there were lads that just tipped up at the ISS from their own little ships. Can I just hold on until we get around the other side of it?
You go to China.
This is like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Go to South America.
Hitchhikers will not be tolerated.
If a plane does a round trip from A to A, does that remove its designation as a void space?
I would remove them as a pilot. Welcome on board, people. We're on our round trip to and from San Francisco. We'll be on board for 48 hours. Oh shit!
Would you do those trips where like you just go on a plane and you don't know where you're going?
No.
I think I would. If I had a bit of time free.
I have a family.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have time free.
You just end up in like a Mexican prison.
Yeah. Well, we're on the ISS now. I heard the boop boop boop. What was that? Did you hear that? It was like someone joined the Discord channel. Boop boop boop.
Does not look like it.
Huh, I hear that noise sometimes. I don't know what it means.
Don't know.
It must just
Ashwin, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing?
Yeah. Are you playing Prominence 2, the RPG?
Well, at the moment I'm dead. I died in the middle of the void space chat and
Prominence 2 Minecraft mod packs. You're playing Minecraft.
You could tell in game 1 that he was really focusing because he was like turned away from his mic, looking at whatever fucking screen.
Oh no,
was
I was working then.
Was the?
I was working in game 1. In game 2, I was having dinner, and now I'm playing Minecraft.
Sir, I'll have you know my open plan palatial estate of 75,000 acres is not a room.
Hold on, it was a dono clip, and someone played it. Thank you. I missed it. Jonas, can you play it again? I didn't understand what the lad was saying.
Sir, I'll have you know that my open plan palatial estate of 75,000 acres is not a room.
Okay, thank you for the dono. Didn't understand what the fuck he said, but appreciate it nonetheless.
I think it was an American trying to do a posh accent and failing.
That's not the posh accent.
I think he was trying because the name of the person. Oh shit! What a fucking black hole! Oh, what a Lich ulti!
Oh,
holy
the Lich
God.
ult's crazy! Oh my God, Wraith King's in as well. Oh, he's not finished off his man.
He's been baited by the chickens.
The chickens.
He looks like such an idiot.
I will say my 7,500 acre estate is not a room. I see. Thank you. I missed it.
Well, it depends what's in the estate. The estate can consist of a house, a shed, and a garden.
Which is one house, one shed, and one garden, which is why you literally refer to them as such. What if I sleep outside? Is that a room? Is the earth a room?
It's a garden, mate.
Is the earth a room?
The earth is a garden.
What do you mean it's a garden? What about the water? What if I'm at the bottom of the sea, just chilling? Is that a room?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're bringing some pretty strong arguments here. We might need to expand the garden into.
Yeah, we haven't. I don't know if we've done much work on what a garden is. We've mostly been focused on rooms.
Yeah, I need to maybe.
A garden is a contained area, either by walls or fences, which is mostly given over to nature. That's a garden.
Earth is contained by a giant ice wall.
Around the flat Earth.
We need to think about limits of scale, because there's a difference between a garden and a park, but they call it Kew Gardens. They don't call it Kew Park, but they call it like Richmond Park, not Richmond Gardens. Or hedges, yes, thank you. What about a rock garden? A rock garden is within a garden.
Someone asked, is a tent a room? No, a tent is a shed. It's not very complicated.
But you said a shed is a room.
I don't know what I don't know if I mean that now. I've gotten confused. I think I was talking about different classes of of spaces.
I mean,
not different
if you'd
classes of
said...
rooms. But a shed is still a room.
It's not.
By the definition of room that you brought up.
What was my definition? That was the one on the
You've
internet.
written it out. It is a place enclosed by walls, used for whatever, and has a door which can be to another room.
Right, but I also read the definition of shed.
Yeah, but things can be two things.
Typically a simple, single-story roofed structure. At this point, you could be describing a shit house. But what defines it as a shed is what it is used for. It is typically an outbuilding. And the point is, it's not often that you get a shed that is existing as a sole domicile for someone, or dwelling for someone to live in. Unless they've had a really hard time. It's specifically for storage. I think in order for something to be a room, it has to be part of a house or a building used primarily for people to either live in or work in.
If it's the definition of a room.
Eh?
If it's the definition of a room.
I don't know if it does. For one thing, it's a single room. Like if your shed has multiple rooms in, it's now like a big workshop. Then I think we're talking rooms.
Then it's a house, mate.
No, I think then it's a multi-room shed or workshop. Is a doghouse a room?
Now you're being ridiculous.
Is a doghouse a room?
It's a shed.
Right, but is a shed a room?
Yes.
Then why do you have these? Why don't we just call it the garden room?
Look, I didn't come up with the nomenclature.
Yeah, but you're trying to adapt existing usage in a gibberish way. Oh, he didn't get the stack.
No, I'm just trying to class assets. This is some crazy spellcasting.
A lot of shit is happening. Femboy 4000 does live. Did have to burn the Aegis. Is a shed a room?
Exactly, kamikaze boater. It depends. I'm not saying a car is always a void space. Things can change.
No. My bathroom is always going to be a bathroom.
Your void space could morph into a room.
In what way is my staircase going to become a room?
If you lived on a plane as well, for whatever reason, or say you worked, I would say if you were a stewardess, for example, I would classify that as a shed. Or maybe it would be a house, because there's probably like a cabin in the plane.
No, that's just
I suppose it would be a house.
It's not a house.
No, it wouldn't be a house. It'd be a...
It's a vehicle.
No, yes, it would be
it's clearly a vehicle.
Yeah, a vehicle can be a house. It could be a shed.
No. Look, I think we need to get back to primary functions, right? For example, is a kitchen knife a weapon?
It can be.
It can be. So you're saying, should we list all kitchen knives as deadly weapons, and people shouldn't be able to own them? Of course not. Of course not. It's a knife. It's a tool. It can be used for multiple things.
Yeah, so you have the two definitions.
Is a screwdriver a weapon? Is a screwdriver a weapon?
The knife could morph between those two.
But my point is, overall, you would consider a kitchen knife a kitchen utensil, right? A fork could be used as a weapon, but we think of it as cutlery.
Now you're thinking.
No,
you're really thinking.
Because what you're doing is you're taking the fact that you can sleep on a plane as evidence that it is therefore a room or a place where you live. But all I'm saying is that we have multiple uses because you have to have a general usage, and that's the terminology that we have to rely on.
You're either going to use a plane for going from A to B, so it's a void space.
Yeah,
or
it's not a void space. It's a vehicle.
For some use, like working or living.
But most people don't. I don't think anybody lives on a plane.
But they do work on them.
Yes, in the transport of the vehicle. Is a submarine a shed?
It depends. It could be a shed or a house.
A house. It's got multiple rooms.
Yeah.
So, if I have my house submarine and I fire a torpedo, is a torpedo a shed?
Oh god. I haven't thought about... Well, if you can open the torpedo...
Yeah. It's a hollow torpedo.
I guess. I don't know if you can open
Oh,
torpedoes
shit!
with a door, with a hatch.
Oh my goodness. This is quite the jump from the lads. These necro-ults have been abysmal. They get a buyback on OD. G-Font is running hard. Gets the snakes down. He's low. He hexes himself to get away. Heretic is trying to do things. They're going to get the buildings. They don't have creeps. The creeps are coming. Oh my goodness, they get the raid. That is a huge lit shot and a huge OD. Oh, holy god. Winston is going to go down there. He's fighting like a baby. By which I mean he's fighting someone called like a baby. He's not fighting like a baby. Oh, the Hurricane Pike! Oh shit, Winston! Because noob.
He let himself die.
Because noob.
Because he's a baby.
How many was a multi-compartment torpedo?
How many rooms exist inside the human body? Is a stomach a room?
It's only a house if there's rooms in which you can travel between.
Right, but are we specifically saying human beings here? Because you listed a doghouse as a shed. Therefore, a stomach in which may dwell a number of parasites has to count as a room.
Yeah, I suppose that's the case. A stomach is a room.
Is a lung a room?
It has an opening and a closing.
Well, then is your mouth a room?
A human body is a house.
Is your mouth a room?
That's true.
Mouth is a room in the house.
Is the throat then a void space?
I'm not fully versed in the biology of what a throat does.
Gino, a throat is not only one room. It's got that bit at the back that separates it. Johnny Bennett says, "Oh my god, can you actually cast a game, please?" Johnny, I'm not going to mention anything else about the game for the remainder of the cast. Just as a little treat for you. A non-sub stomping in here and demanding things. Hilarious. A pregnant woman is a shed, regardless of the amount of children in it.
I don't know. I think the room would just be a room.
Gino hates women.
In the house.
Gino hates women.
I think the pregnant woman would still be a house.
It. Is a womb a room? It sounds like room. Room and womb. This is a thriller.
Just waiting for another big black hole.
I mean, there's been some fantastic black holes here from your boy Eagle. Oh, hello. Oh,
he's just teasing, you know.
He's giving a little tease.
Seeing what he can get.
Baiting
What
out
is
some
the vaginal
spells.
canal used for?
Vaginal canal.
That's
Vaginal,
big
well.
point. We can't do vaginal canals now. This is.
Is a
what's the
vaginal canal a room?
Well,
Depending
I don't
on
know
the
what it's
woman, it
used
could
for.
be a shed.
Does
Hello.
it have more uses than simply a...
Oh,
this is
Eagle.
a place.
Eagle guffed it. It doesn't matter, though.
It doesn't matter though. They're still willing to fight. The raking respawn slow.
GG. Call it. Call it. We're gonna all go to bed.
Now, I think one thing I remember discussing, a slight issue with the shed, is if you had. Now we're happy that a chest, for example, is a shed, or like a cabinet. It's a shed. If you had a cabinet or a chest in a shed, is it now a house?
No, none of this is true.
I think it's a shed in a shed. Maybe something needs to happen here. I think they're just both sheds.
Mad Larkin, I will not have you questioning pronunciation on this stream. You are an American. You'll pronounce shit all kinds of crazy ways. Believe it or not, it's our fucking language that we invented. You fucked it up, alright? There's no, how did you pronounce that? Do you mean duel? You Yanks in your pronunciation can fucking do one. Get in the void space. Is a bin a void space?
I think a bin's
a shed or a room. But I transport the rubbish from there to somewhere else.
Yeah, but that would be the bag would be the void space. Or maybe your...
But then is the bag a room within a shed?
We've uncovered some tricky topics here.
Void space.
There's definitely some government grants that can go towards this research. We're uncovering a lot.
I think it has to be a void space. I think you're right.
The day there is a government grant for this discussion is the day that it's all over. Science is done.
I'm gonna get a Nobel Prize for this, I reckon.
Nobel Prize for deciding whether... The Nobel Prize goes to Ashwin for discovering that a shed is a room. And wild applause. Some lads discovered alien life.
QI fact or something. What did the man who studied fish all his life conclude? That there's no such thing as a fish.
Yeah, that was quite funny.
There's something here.
Is canned wine a shed? That's for Sarah.
Whoa. Yeah?
No.
I haven't really thought about objects in that way yet. That's definitely new research.
I think you need to much more clearly define the problem. If you are trying to categorize spaces, are we gonna? At what point are we saying it doesn't matter? Because otherwise you're going to go down to things like cells, as someone has mentioned. Is a cell a room? Because they're all joined together and some of them have entryways. And are they sheds because they're all separate? Or, it's like we need a definition of what we care about.
I think there's got to be something for an object which is an enclosed space, but it doesn't really have a door as such.
Doesn't have a door.
It doesn't have a way... Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Oh, hello! The remaining two nubs caught on the back line here, and that should be it. They've called it.
I'm going to say, by the way, that Winston has to play core thing has worked a treat, because his OD was shit.
Zoom! Oh, we did it. By God, we did it. By we, I mean Gito did it. Managed to
I think you made a lot of progress today, boys. Well done, well done.
It's work in progress.
I'll bring this to the committee tomorrow.
I will bring it to the Triforce, and we will see.
Sims is going to be too sleepy or playing something else to concentrate.
Well, we'll see. This might excite him. What is a room? We need to define rooms, sheds, and void spaces. I'm going to present some of your findings as honestly as I can.
Okay, just
Can you type in a manifesto in advance?
I don't want to look like a madman.
I mean,
no. As I did it here.
If you could put something fairly simple in a Discord DM, I can present it to them, and we'll open it up. Because then look, you're just turning away free research because we'll get mails and comments about it. So I'm just thinking we could get this conversation going.
What the fuck are these idiots talking about?
No,
this was the worst episode I've ever watched.
There's no way.
I'm unsubscribing. I'm not doing Patreon anymore. These guys suck.
No, we've spoken about a bath plug for half an hour. There's no way this is the bottom of the list. There's no way. All right. Thank you, chaps, for casting down. Thank you, Gito, as usual, for obsing. That was amazing. Gives us the chance to really expand the conversation beyond just what's happening on screen and into what is a shed, what is a room. Important stuff. So really, you're doing God's work.
I've enabled science.
You have exactly. You're literally one of the people there in the fucking lab. Tipping beakers. You're going to be on the paper 100%. You'll be up on stage for the Nobel Prize. We'll all be applauding. And we'll be like, point to you, like, of course, Gito was a master. Yay! And we'll be like, by the way, everybody, please get out of my shed. And everyone has to leave. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you to Eri, of course, for organising the in-houses. Thank you to everyone that took part this week. We love you all. And that was great fun. Cheers. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers for watching. Peace out.